Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and I'm glad you're here. Welcome, or welcome back, if you were here for our Session 0 where we created the party, to Icewind Dale 2, the Enhanced Edition, because we are using the community-created mod, where the Red Chimera Group got together, and even without the original source code, they have put together just a heck of a mod. So we're gonna have a good time. This is a game that I have not played in a long time. It's been several years since I played the first Icewind Dale as well. If you haven't seen it, I think it was my second game on the channel, so it's an older one. You can really tell the difference. But I enjoyed it. I loved creating the party and playing with y'all, and things have come a long way since then, so I'm really looking forward to this as well. I am not going to try to remember every tiny little detail about Icewind Dale 2. Some games I remember better than others, even when I haven't played them for a long time. Icewind Dale 2, there's a lot to remember. Because the mod is so expansive, I am intending to just kind of go through this like it is my first time playing, and whatever happens, happens. Although you are more than free, if you are familiar with the game yourself, and you think that I am about to walk past a really good treasure, or a secret room, or a side quest that would be beneficial, call it out. You can't spoil me, as far as I know. I think I have seen everything that this game has to offer. But of course with the mod everything's gonna be new. But do try not to spoil everyone else in chat who maybe has not seen or played the game. And with that, for those who are not part of our Session 0, let me quickly introduce our roster. We have Rowsdower the barbarian. We have Darkstone the sorcerer. We have She-Shanty the bard. Trappy Twinkletoes the rogue. Literally just Cher. She's a cleric, for lack of a better, place to put her. And just in range, who is our bland vanilla ranger. So here we go.
Uncle Oswald said that Mer de Walden was full of sunsets that day. So many ships coming up the Shanegarn had been set aflame by the goblin hordes that they burned to the waterline in a row like a flock of fiery geese. Some leapt overboard and tried to swim to shore, only to be cut down by orcs when they arrived. Others clung to the hulking infernos and were inevitably consumed in the flames. The rest dropped into the icy deep, snowflakes off Death's shoulders as he shrugged over the dale. So many had died already in the attacks that the failure of the Luskan forces to arrive was but a sigh, a comma in what was to be a rather long story. Only a few small ships made it through to Targos, where my uncle was watching from the upper reaches of the town. Many villagers were too busy repelling enemies at the palisade wall to notice a few sad, sorry stragglers make it into the port. The sun burned behind the horde and cast a cloak of shadows over the heart of Targos and all within. It was into this shadow that uncommon mercenaries were thrust from Captain Hedron's ship, the Wicked Wench. Like many other mercenaries in the town, these few had come from Luskan. Unlike the others, their journeys would take them far beyond the rude palisades and bloody fields that lay ahead of them.
Quite an opening for our prologue. So we're getting thrust into a combat situation. These are desperate times for the 10 towns of Icewind Dale. Let's see how we can help.
Well, here you are, straight from Bremen to the scenic shore of Targos herself. Now that you'll be seeing the skeleton of the town you'll be defending, you sure you don't want me to take you back?
Oh, and of course, because Rowsdower is in front, he has decided to speak to her, of all people. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to try and stick to the backstories that we have created for these characters along with their alignments and so on. So we know that Rowsdower, unlike her dad, her namesake from The Final Sacrifice, she actually has kind of leaned into the role of hero. So No, we're here to stay, Hedron. Thanks for bringing us this far.
Now, don't be thanking me just yet. If we meet again, just remember I offered to let you stay in the ship, so don't be cursing Hedron Kerdos for dropping you off in this place.
So, what happened to those houses on the shore?
Well, the ones the goblins didn't tear down, the people at Targos did. They're building a wall around the town, and they need all the lumber they can get. Damn wall won't keep the wind out, much less goblins, by my tell.
Well, tell us more about Targos, for the audience members who are not familiar.
Well, there's not much to tell. But the dock here isn't the town. Targos is up in the cliff above. Mostly decent folk, but most of them have left for Bryn Shander.
Mostly decent folk?
Well, last word is my ma was still living here, so mostly decent folk, aye. A regular harpy, that one. Unless you like cats, steer clear of her.
I love cats.
And all the new mercenaries and sellswords haven't done much to help the town's color either. No offense meant.
Well. If your mother lives in Targos, why are you staying on the ship?
You've never met me, Ma. If you did, you'd understand. Love her to death. And that's what she'll do to you if you're not careful. Her tongue's sharp enough to chop wood, it is. Umberlee's favoured daughter, me da used to say. It's where me ship got its name.
You named your ship after your mother?
Well, me da did. It's a long story. And to hear me ma tell it, it's not half over yet.
Well, are there any inns in town we could stay at while we're in Targos?
Well, I spend most of my time on the floor of the Salty Dog when I stay the night in Targos, which isn't often. With all the mercenary bands holed up in Targos, there may not be a place in town for you to rest. If the local inn can't put you up, just come back to the ship and I can spare a bunk or two for you to sleep on.
Oh, how generous.
Or if you want, you could probably slip into one of the abandoned warehouses to catch some shut-eye. God knows I have after a long night at the Salty Dog.
The Salty Dog. Sounds like a pirate watering hole. It does indeed.
It's a right enough place. There's bound to be some sellswords there who can tell you where to go and who to talk to if you're looking for a bit of gold. Might be they'll even warn you off this bit of foolishness you're on.
More like Targos, yeah. Yeah, especially if you're sleeping on the floor. I can only imagine. And where's the Salty Dog?
It's just off the dock. Step a yard or two to your left and you'll be at the dog's door. Just watch your step in there. It can get a little rough.
Well, do you know where we could go to sign on with the Targos Guard?
Well, you'd want to be saying the lord of this place. Ulbrecht's his name. Good enough fella for a lord.
And where could we find Lord Ulbricht?
Scale the cliffs to the main town. He's bound to be in one of the manors up there. Snag one of the locals. They can guide you better than I could.
All right. Thanks for your help, Hedron.
You can thank me by not following foolish orders and coming back in one pace. As guests go, you've been saints aboard my ship. I got a place for you if you ever be needing it.
So kind.
Town seems a mite quiet, though. And Magdar, the harbour master, hasn't come to try and bleed a few coins from me for a docking fee. Watch yourself. Could be trouble in the wind.
We will be careful. Farewell, Hedron. Oh, man. I really like this track. I do love the music in this game. Okay, so let's see what we got. First things first. I don't think anybody starts with any equipment. We all just have a quarterstaff and the clothes on our backs. That's going to change fairly quickly. Okay, so here we go. Journal, right. I'm going to seek out Ulbrich Dinsmore. Let's go ahead and we will establish some save files. Doodly-doo. We love to rotate saves, so. Alright. Okay, so here's our formation. Let's see. Is that how we want to be? Don't know. Let's check our character sheets here. And if I recall, Darkstone has got, let's see, lawful evil, sorcerer level, weapons and armor. Here we go, there's their skills. Oh, yes, no, I am definitely looking forward to that. Especially because, as far as I know, all of the original magic items are still in the game. But a big part of the mod is that they have added additional magic items. So some of the drops are a little more randomized, where previously there may have been a scripted magic item that was always the same in a certain container. Now there might be 2 or 3 magic items of the same power level that could potentially be in there, and the game's going to decide at random when we open it. Likewise, they have made an effort to go through, and the creators of the mod have made certain magic items that maybe weren't really that great a little better, a little more useful. So that means that a lot of the magic items that essentially you're going to outgrow and you're going to kind of throw them away or sell them, because they're just like, they're +1 to some useless thing that you don't need. They're not worth keeping in that slot or carrying around with you. They're actually going to be a lot better and more effective, so we will probably hang on to them for longer. They've made an effort not so much to replace treasure, but to take what was in the game and make it better treasure. So, alright, let's see. So, concentration hide, she's got intimidate. He's got intimidate. He's also got diplomacy. And bluff. Let's see. She has bluff as well. Oh, I see. No, he has bluff, but he doesn't have... It's because he's just got +4. So she's the one who's actually got ranks in it. Yes, so She-Shanty is going to have to do most of the talking. Okay, disable device, open lock, pickpocket, etc. Yes, correct. Concentration, spellcraft, animal empathy, wilderness lore. Right. Okay. Oh, right, yes. Yes, there is a sword that I'm very excited about. Oh, well, then we know who it has to be. We know. So let's see. On the one hand, She-Shanty has got all of the social skills. So she probably needs to be the one who's doing most of the talking where possible. But yeah, I think for the sword, it's like...
I'm in your lane.
Oh yeah, and a little surprise for y'all. So of course, you know, this kind of came up during character creation. We talked about it a little bit, but I spent the remaster. No, this is the complete edition from GOG with the enhanced edition community mod. Yeah. But yeah, so everybody's got their voice set, including, I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Really. Well.
Well, I'd rather be on this end than the other.
You have to put your ass on the line for something.
So there you go. Please enjoy. Okay, that being the case.
No.
Okay, we need to pick a formation. And we had decided, yeah, these two need to be up front anyway. So, please enjoy. Just one more free service that we offer. She-Shanty's going to be doing most of the talking, but Cher will be up front. So...
What do you think? Yeah. Never give up.
So there you go. That's your little treat that I have arranged
I'd
for
rather
you.
be on
Is
this end than the
you may
other.
enjoy this for the rest of the game.
You have to your ass on the line for something. Who the hell knows?
I'm already having too much fun. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, I think actually this may be fine. So it would be the two of them. And then I think, old man, you're in the chat. You wanted She-Shanty to focus mostly on melee weapons, probably. So this is likely... That's probably good. So she can be in melee. He can be flex. He's going to be in melee, though. There we go. Even though he is a sorcerer, so we'll put them at the back.
Definitive.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ah, it was good having you with us, even for only a short time. Hope fortune's wind fills your sails, friend. I'd rather it be fortune's wind than your wind, Screed. I had quite enough of that on board the ship. It's that damn knucklehead trout. Doesn't pass easily. You'd think I'd be finding fish swimming in me stew. Any event, fare ye well in Targos, friend, whatever the wind may bring. And you as well, pleasant sailing. Oh boy, yeah, first gas-powered boat in Icewind Dale. Can't stop to bandy words with ye, Hedron. Be finding more work for me after I finish this bit. Fare thee well. You know, you could step off this creaky wreck and join me in Targos. There's bound to be better jobs with better pay. Nay, me place is here. Wouldn't know what to do with myself if I got work on land. Besides, what I hear about Targos' troubles makes me worry. But don't let me words be weighing you down. May your arrows fly straighter and truer than those of the goblins. Here? Oop. How'd that happen? There we go. No, not necessarily 100% quest completion. We're just going to kind of play it by ear, and we will see how things go. Speaking of seeing how things go, I need to check and see. Keyboard. What is my quick save button? Where are we? Page 1 of 1. Well, that means it has to be on here somewhere. Quick save. Ah, Q and L. Okay, well, that makes sense. Cool. Oh, Raig Redwaters. Oh, and somehow Rowsdower wound up in front again because she's moved faster. Halt! Who goes there? Step forward and identify yourself. Calm down. What's wrong with your arm? Ooh. I let a damned goblin get too close and paid the price. Now get back to your ship before the same happens to you. There's still a band northeast of the docks, and there may be others about. We've come from Luskan to aid Targos. Perhaps we can help you stop these raiders. You! Look, just get back to your ship. We don't need any more blood spilt there. Yeah, she cannot. She cannot be contained. But Raig, we need help. Braun's dead. You're hurt. We haven't even heard from the other soldiers. We don't even know how many goblins made it inside the wall. Damn it all. All right, we need all the swords we can get. But by the hells, drop those pieces of firewood and grab some real weapons before you commit yourselves. There's plenty of goblin axes and shields scattered about. And here's a blade I can spare. Take it. Can't use it. My arm the way it is. The arm looks in pretty bad shape. Your bandages are almost soaked through. Well, John here wrapped my arm, but you're right. It's bleeding bad. If you can find the harbor master, Magdar, he might have a supply of healing drafts stored in the warehouse north of here. Okay. Be careful. We spotted a nest of goblins off to the northeast. A group of our men went after them, but we haven't seen them since.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Immediately.
If I still have this. Ah, here we go. Good. This is exactly what I wanted. So this is one of the great things about Icewind Dale 2 that I love. There's a lot more of these types of conversation options in the second one than there were in the first one. And this is something from like Baldur's Gate that I really enjoyed, where depending on your class, your race, sometimes occasionally your gender, and so on, your alignment, you'll get different conversation options. So, in this case, because we have someone who is capable of healing magic, we have options. Did you find Magdar? My damned arm's getting worse, and I need that potion he's got. Much blood is shed in the pursuit of knowledge, Ogma teaches us. As a lore-keeper, I may call upon his healing magic to aid you, if you wish. You're a healer? Looks like Timora's taking pity on us at last. If you have any magic that would help, I'd be grateful. Well, let me see what I can do. Okay, let's... Oops, no. I need a specific spell. Cleric spell. Here we go. We're going to be using that one a lot, so... Nice. My arm's better. Thanks for your help. Looks like you're praying to the right gods. The wound's closed, but there may be more damage. You still don't look too good. I could still use that healing draft from Magdar if you can find him. Hope the goblins haven't got him yet. Alright, cool. So, that way you get bonus XP, but you still get to complete the quest, like he still needs the healing potion. So this is just extra. And how much extra was it? Let's see here. 45. Not that much, but every little bit counts, right? It adds up. Who are Ogma and Timora? Oh, well, you know, of course, but for those of you who don't, so Ogma is one of the greater gods of the Faerunian pantheon, and he is originally from the Celtic pantheon, but he has his fingers in the Toral pie, and he is a god of knowledge, stories, song. Lots of bards worship him. He is a sagacious god, a god of lore and stories. And then we have Timora, who, of course, Timora is based on the Greek goddess of luck. And she is the goddess of good luck here in the Forgotten Realms as well. And she is the sister, or some people say the other aspect, of Beshaba, who is the goddess of misfortune. Depends on which book you read and who you're talking to. Yeah, there was a whole Planescape book that was about that laid out all of the different gods that were from various pantheons and which worlds they were present on. And then, of course, the Forgotten Realms has loads of lore about like how the Egyptian gods from Earth got to the Forgotten Realms, because there was a race of wizards that like kidnapped a bunch of Egyptians, Stargate style, and brought them through portals to do slave labor. So they prayed to their gods, and their gods came through the portals with them. And then Ao allowed them to stay. Yeah, exactly. Yep, some of the humans who are here actually came from Earth, canonically. So there you go. Alright, let's see. Who got that sword? Rowsdower. Okay, so this is a short sword. Who would that be best for? Probably Trappy. Okay. To select all. Here we go. We got some good stuff. There's a few things here and there that we can pick up and equip. So we'll grab some of that before we go too far away. Let's see. Is it Tab? Control? Alt? It's Alt. Okay. Right. Alt highlights all the stuff you can interact with. So like you can see the door over here is red. You can see the blue outline around all of this. There's also supposed to be a quick loot button. I don't know if it's listed in here. That's okay for now. I will look that up later. Is it... Okay, that's just the close. That's to close the window. Yeah, I believe that the story actually goes that Ed Greenwood has has stated that a lot of the information, he's just a guy who like wrote down things about the Iron or about the Forgotten Realms, and he learned most of what he knows in the stories that he has told us through the medium of Dungeons and Dragons from Elminster, who occasionally vacations on Earth and comes to visit him. Which, of course, is a delightful part of the fiction. So, because people are like, how do you come up with these ideas? And he's just like, Elminster told me, shifty eyes. Okay, another short sword. Probably She-Shanty should have that. And a hand axe. Well, Darkstone's got to have a hand axe. Leather armor. Let's give that to her, because Rowsdower is going to have more armor than she does. Generic armor bonus +1. I can't remember if that's part of the vanilla game. I know in original Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate, mostly what helmets do if they're non-magical is they make you either immune or resistant to critical hits. They don't actually improve your AC. So, there we go. That'll make hers 14 because Rowsdower is 12 without any armor on. We'll give him some axes that he can throw. Oh, good. You're welcome. Again, just one more free service we offer. Okay, there's some dudes in there, but there's also some goblins over this way, if I remember correctly. Halt! Identify yourself! We're adventurers from Luskan. What's going on here? Stay back. There's a band of goblin raiders quartered inside this warehouse. I was waiting to sell swords on the salty dog before rushing in. Time's short, though. If those raiders start a fire within the warehouse, they could set the dock and the ships ablaze. These sell swords from the salty dog? Yes, last word was the Iron Collar Adventuring Company was drinking at the Salty Dog Tavern. Ulberg is paying them good coin, and we need their swords here. They must have heard the alarms, but I fear those drunkards may be sleeping at the bottom of a wine cask right now. Yes, so here we have more options. We could find them and bring them here, we'll grab them, and maybe the 3 groups of us can dispatch the goblins, or we can just go in. Which, of course, you know that's what we're gonna do. Look, there's no reason to wait for those mercenaries. Let me go in and take those goblins out for you. You? Have you ever seen battle? We need seasoned warriors here, not pups playing at being soldiers. Let me in that warehouse and you'll see how good we play at being soldiers. Alright then, maybe tomorrow will grace your blades, and time is against us, but the goblins have locked the door from the inside. You'll need to break it down. See, we convinced him to let us drive the goblins out of the warehouse, because she's got high charisma. Don't you have a key? No, you'll need to bash the door down with your weapons, unless you have Luskan thief blood running through your veins, in which case you might be able to jig the lock. And how many do you figure are in the warehouse? No telling for sure. But judging from the arrows that whiz past my ear when I chase them here, there's at least 1 archer in their number. I try to take out any archers first if you can, preferably with missile weapons of your own. An archer, you say? Well, Justin needs a bow, since he didn't start with one for some reason. You might want to keep wounded members of your party, or, wizards, outside the warehouse while the rest of your band storms the place. 1 arrow can drop a man before he even knows the archer is there. Sometimes it's to your benefit to divide your forces. Yes, well, we'll see about getting the store open. And don't worry, we're gonna get some more equipment first, and then we'll go over there. Oh, sure. Yeah, we love to learn, so if there's a little bit of lore when we get to it, feel free to point it out. Yeah, he says wizards like, ooh, you know, if you have any weaklings in your party, you know, wizards. Ah, yes, here we go. Good. We want to attack.
I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
Awesome. Oh, who did that? Which one of them got it? Oh, Rowsdower! Look at that very first attack roll of the game was a natural 20 from Rowsdower. All right. Okay. All right. We're off to a good start, y'all. Oh. Oh, she got the second one too. Damn.
Immediately.
Rowsdower really said party who? Adventuring party what? Oh, yeah, that's more of them.
Head to head, toe to toe.
You want a taste of this?
Oh, there was She-Shanty. Nice. She's not having it. Ooh, a gold piece. Our very first gold piece. Another hand axe. Okay. See, there's plenty of stuff scattered all over. You just have to look for it. So let's pick all of this up. There's a bow. Nice. Ooh, and an arrow. Oh, it's 13 arrows. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Making out like a bandit. Good. I'm glad. She-Shanty is an excellent charity incentive. Okay, let's see. Small shield. It's probably gonna be... she's gonna have a shield, but... Let's see. You know Rowsdower's gotta have that. And here we go for him. There we go. Forgot where the quiver was. Well, we gotta get her a one-handed weapon first, and I don't actually know... Let's see. Weapons and armor. Skills and feats. Martial weapon. Okay, hammer and flail. And then simple weapons. That's right. So she could use a spear, I suppose. Yeah, you know, it's as is tradition. I don't know what else you expect.
I'll make this quick.
We're also going to, ooh. Justin got one. Okay. I guess he was just in time since the ladies were here up front. Okay, here we go.
Yield. How can
Justin, you take this one. Uh-oh. Oh no, they're actually putting up a fight.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what that means. Okay, spell. Let's see. How about some sleep?
How can I serve? It shall be done.
Well,
Hooray.
All right, look at that.
Oh.
Darkstone got him.
no.
Your luck's run out.
Awesome. Cool. So Darkstone took our first point of damage, but they had it. They had it to do, didn't they? It took them a hot second. Yeah, I've got to find that. Another shield. Nice. I've got to find another that quick loot button. But we'll get there. Because that's a mod thing. It's not part of the base game. Okay. Awesome. And of course we can track statistics here too. Because this is miscellaneous and it will show like character's favorite spell, if applicable, favorite weapon, most powerful vanquished, time spent with party, an experience value of kills. So we can see basically the total point value and the number of kills. And then the percentage of total kills in the party and total experience value. So look at that. He's over a quarter. Trappy's lagging behind. Oh, Darkstone got him one. Nice. She-Shanty's got killed 2 already. Rowsdower killed 6. And Cher's killed 1. Oh my goodness gracious. No. The pausing is... So it's a combination. This is one of those, like, real-time with pause kind of classic D&D games. So, much like with Baldur's Gate, I can hit pause at any time, or I can click down here to stop it. But I also have it set up where if you go to gameplay, right here you can go to auto pause, and you can set it to pause automatically when certain things happen. So like, for example, this one is if a character is reduced to less than 30 hit points. So if they become seriously injured, if a character dies, if a weapon is not working, like, and that could be you're hitting someone with something and it can't get through their damage reduction, or they're immune to that type of weapon, or it might be because you ran out of ammo, for example. And then I usually have it set to where if they destroy their target, that way I can give them new orders if they see a new enemy appear on the field, detect a trap, or if I use the button to center on a party member. So like when I click on them and the camera jumps, it pauses. Okay, let's see. Although a light still shines from above, the door to this lighthouse has been hastily boarded up. There is no way inside. Ooh, you know what there is, though? Listen, it's for a good cause. Ooh, a bottle of wine. That's going to be important. And a dagger. I forget, you do have to pause it when you're in the inventory, because if you don't, time does continue to pass. And it's like, oh. Oof. Alright, small shield and small shield. So she's got that. There, in case he needs a weapon. Actually, since he is a ranger... Let's see... I think he gets 2-weapon fighting for free at some point. Maybe. That's not important right now. Nobody else has picked anything up. Oh, right. Forgot. Need to cover leather armor. Dagger... Did we decide if Trappy was going to dual wield? He does have 20 dexterity, so... Yeah, it just depends on your preference. Like, I like it when a target dies because that way I can immediately assign a new target to a character who doesn't have anything to do. Otherwise, sometimes the AI will cause your characters to just kind of, like, hang out and watch the fight without really contributing anything. Short sword. Okay. He does have weapon finesse. Good. Right, I remember we gave him that. So that is a small blade. So we'll let him carry the dagger for now. And then, at least if nothing else, because a spear counts as a simple weapon. Oh no. It is martial in this game. That's dumb as hell. Are either of these? That's martial weapon. That's simple weapon. However, I don't think she's proficient with all simple weapons. Yep, crossbow, mace, missile, quarterstaff. Oh, no, small blade. Okay. Good. So she can use a short sword. Good. Good, good, good. So we'll give her that. That bumps her AC up to 15, and she'll be doing more damage. Okay, that bottle of wine will be important later. Don't worry about it.
Yes, whatever you say.
Hold, do you stand with Targos or against her? I love this. Just put down your damn weapon, boy. We'll cleave it from your wrist. It's plain we're not goblins. But we'll be nice. We stand with Targos. We just sailed in on the wicked wench. Keep your blades close. Goblins are prowling the town, and we have no word of their strength or how they breached the wall. It was possible that they had help from someone inside the town. I was assigned to protect the dock to Dwalden's wake, and to keep it from the goblins. Unless reinforcements come soon, however, I fear a band of goblins will chance upon me first. Let's see. Do you know where I can find a man named Magdar Shenlin? One of the soldiers by the docks has been wounded and is in need of a potion Magdar's said to have. Magdar? He's the harbor master. If he's still alive, he'd most likely be at one of the warehouses at the northern end of the docks. Alright, and have you seen any goblins in the area? I've heard the sounds of fighting at the dock to the north and the southeast. If you head in either direction, take care. You don't know how many are in the town. If your band numbers someone who has skill in hiding in shadows, they might be able to scout the town for goblins without being detected. Once you know where the goblins are, wiping them out should prove easier, especially if the scout takes them unawares. Indeed.
What do you think? Action.
Enemy sighted. Where? Oh. Right, over here. Everybody in position. Get him.
Step right up. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
Darkstone's very good. I am already in love with these characters, y'all. Thank you so much for helping me create
Time to
them.
trim this one down to size.
Very good.
Somebody?
Okay, let's see. What's here? Oh, a club. We'd love to see it. Another short sword. Well, I hope somebody's in the market for short swords. So we're going to have loads of them to sell. Hand axes, too. Come to think of it. Darkstone with his axe. I love it. This dwarven sorcerer just trotting out here. Like, brah. I love his voice, too. Step right up. I got plenty of death for everyone. Okay. Got plenty going on to explore. Is this one? Maybe. We'll have to search. Oh, we need to go here first, though. Check this out. These are... So these are cats. It's one of my favorite characters in the early game. Man. Justin. All right.
You have to tell me twice.
Trappy is intimidating.
Never, never, never. Definitive.
You won't mind us taking this goblin crap, will you?
I'm here.
Firtha Kurdos. Remember that Hedron said his last name is Kurdos, and he said to avoid his mom unless you really like cats.
Very well.
What are you doing in me home? Away with you! Please calm down, we just had some questions. Oh, is that so? Well then, I'm certain as the dale is cold that it'll please you to leave me home. Out, out, before I cane your hide from here to Bremen, you filthy robbers. Ah, we're not robbers. We just sailed in on the Wicked Wench to aid Targos. Some of the conversation options in here, the choices are so good. Look, you filthy banshee, enough of your howling or we will rob you. Is this the thanks you offer to those who saved your life? We come to your aid and you repay us with threats? Eh? What? How dare ye? Your lack of gratitude shames your family name and cuts me deeper than any goblin's blade. Now look here, I didn't ask you to... Did your mother teach you nothing of manners, so much that you spit upon an offered hand of help? I won't hear such words spoken in me own home. Get ye gone. We'll head back to the Wicked Wench, then. Farewell. What? The Wicked Wench? That's me son's ship. Why, Hedron, that shifty, lice-ridden crag cat can't even be troubled to step off his ship to save his own ma. I regret the day I squeezed that boy out, I do. He'll probably like to know that you're safe, I think. Huh. You'd best go and tell him I'm all right, then. He might get to worrying he would, and then he starts drinking, and after that, well, it's just more suffering, so there is. Before I go, are you sure you're all right? Stop mothering me and get on. Just because I've got the ache of age in me bones, and the winds have taken me eyes, don't mean I can't look after myself. You're blind? These eyes do more than see, they do, and you'd best remember that. I see more than you'll ever see, and I hear all that blows in the shores of Mare Dwalden. Oh, and look here, because She-Shanty is a bard. Eyes do more than see. That reminds me of a tale I heard from a bard in the south. Aye, I have heard that tale. It tells me of the pain that comes when we forget the beauty and the feeling of being human. It's all in what you see, and I've seen more than you'll ever hope to in the shadows of Targos. Like what? Not now. There's still goblin lives waiting to have their heads or their threads cut short on the shores of Mare Dwalden. Come back when you've cleared the blighters from the docks, and he and I will speak again, if and the mood takes me. Sure.
Yeah.
I think she gets mad if you rifle through her stuff, so I'll leave that for now.
Definitive action.
Let's see, that's the salty dog.
Yeah?
Okay, we need search mode.
Good as gold.
Because I think, is it this house? In one of these houses, there's like a space, like a secret compartment in the floor.
Great.
Back over there in a moment. There's free stuff down here. Yeah, well, that's fine.
I'm here.
I think it's just an
What's
axe
this?
anyway, so you just... Oh, it's a battle axe. Okay.
Good word.
Well, we will give that to Darkstone, because a hand axe deals a mere 1d6 damage. This battle axe deals 1d8. Boom. Oh, she's starting to get encumbered. I guess we probably need to give some of this stuff to her. Like, that's fair. Yeah, she's gonna... We all knew that Rowsdower was gonna be our pack horse, I think. We'll hang on to that. Anybody else? Okay. The rest of that's fine.
What's up?
Is it in
No
here?
worries.
Maybe. His search is pretty good, and this is the prologue, which means, like, the skill checks are not super
Action.
high in this area. So if he's not finding it, it probably isn't there. Yeah, honestly, I love it.
What do you want? Leave it to me.
The ship looks like it was recently shored and pieces of the hull were removed. Yeah, they're repairing it. Hey, alright, there we go. That's what I was looking for. This warhammer. Martial weapon, a hammer. That's a little bit better than that short sword. Because she should... Yes, martial weapon, hammer. Indeed.
Really?
You want me?
Joran
Whatever you
Tainwater.
say.
damnable goblins. Seems no matter what corners of the world you go, they're always there. Who are you? Do you stand with Targos? We're adventurers from Luskan. Just came in on the Wicked Wench and found Targos being attacked. Looks like you got here just in time then. Targos is short of good blades. Careful now. There's more of these rock crawlers about, so be on your guard. Did you kill all of these goblins yourself? Well, some of them. We killed those. I still have some rockin' fire in me yet. When I caught them trying to set fire to me ship, me eyes filled with blood. I spent too long carving her hull to let it be touched by goblin filth. So you're a shipbuilder. My name's Joran Tamewater. We can swap life stories another time. For now, there's goblin graves needing to be filled. Any idea how they got into town? No telling, but I didn't hear a warning horn from the palisade. What worries me is they didn't jump down the town wall. Or jump the town wall. What do you mean? These goblins were carrying pickaxes. Tells me they were sappers. The ankle biters may have broken through into some of the old caves beneath Targos and used them to get to the docks. Not good. Oh, what old caves? These cliffs are thick with tunnels, but last word was the Targos guard had collapsed most of them. And the tunnels were used by smugglers along the Dwalden years ago. The goblins may have broke into one of them and crawled beneath the palisade. Oh, any idea which one they came out of? Not sure. My guess? Somewhere to the northeast, since that's where the fighting was thickest. If you head up there, make sure you've got some trusty iron in your hand. Could be a whole mess of them crawling below. Alright, watch yourself. I will, and you watch yourself as well. If you find any goblins, and there are too many for you, just lead 'em back this way, and I can lend me iron to yours. Between us, we'll drive 'em back into their holes.
Well, great.
I like Joran. Hello.
Action.
What now?
Don't remember if there's anything in here other than that that's a trap. Some objects may be trapped. To detect them, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you think you might be able to get him to join you. In the mod, you can actually do that with certain stuff. Ooh, murky liquor. Okay, thieving. There we go, nice. Oh, okay, it's also locked. Many things that are trapped are also locked. Oh, look at this. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, okay. Helmet. Oop. And we got some studded leather armor. That's a little bit better than regular leather. Give that to her. And then She-Shanty can use some armor. Yes, I can right-click on the murky liquor. With the right ingredients, a skilled alchemist can alter the very nature of a living being by dissolving rock salt and frog juice in an alcohol-based solution and adding the remains of a deer or antelope digested in a crocodile's stomach. An alchemist can concoct a smoky potion that transmutes the drinker's body into a semi-liquid state. The drinker retains all of their normal functions, but the liquid state cushions the impact of enemy attacks, granting a 3-point resistance to all forms of physical damage for 10 rounds. Oh, man. Let's see. We'll give that to Cher for now. Yeah, that's probably a mod item. Okay, so we don't all need warhammers. He's in melee more than Justin. We'll give him that. Now, are you proficient in crossbows? Yes, you should be, since you're a rogue. Okay, two-handed, yes. There we go. That way he's got a ranged weapon if he needs one. Yeah, no, you don't want to know about the ingredients. I promise you, it's a bad idea.
No.
Okay, that's everything.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
I have done that before. It's possible to like lead enemies back here, and Joran will beat them up when they get within range. He won't go far from this spot, but he'll go like a few feet about to where these goblins are, and then he'll return to his place. So if you're having trouble...
You
Head
would
to
do
head,
well
toe
to
to
fear
toe.
a woman's wrath.
Oh! Oh, She-Shanty killed the shit out of that goblin.
Yield.
Hey, remember when that guard was like, "You don't look like you've ever been in a fight. These goblins are gonna wreck your shit." Remember that?
I'm ready.
Remember that guy? He was fun.
I'm off.
Cash. Floor cash. Floor cash. We love floor cash.
What do you think? I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Generally, yes. When an enemy explodes like that into chunks, it's either a critical hit is what killed them, or they died from massive damage. I have seen that happen sometimes when you do just an enormous amount of damage in one shot, even if that attack was not a critical hit. They'll do that to represent that. So, like, you know, if you hit something with a like a lightning bolt, and you hit it for 30 damage, and it only had 5 hit points, then a lot of times it will explode in that fashion. You can turn that off, but I love it's called the gore setting.
Howard, sit down.
It's like it's cartoonish enough. I don't know that.
Wow.
Surely it's never bothered anybody,
Definitive.
but you never know.
Ready and right.
Oh, okay, what we got?
Okay. So
Search.
that's how it is.
Don't remember if there's anything else in here besides this box. I don't think so. Okay, we got a fire agate, some floor cash. Very nice. Where you at? Checking everybody's encumbrance. Oh, even she's starting to put a lot in it. And don't worry, I'm not intending to hoard all of these weapons. We're just hanging on to them because we don't have a lot of cash right now, and things are going to get expensive quick. So,
Yeah,
as soon as we find a
Great.
shop, we will offload all of this
in a
junk
heartbeat.
onto the very first merchant we find. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I remember when Mortal Kombat like went before the U.S. Congress so that they could decide if they needed to make rules about it. It was very silly. Yeah, well, that and also people who just they need something to blame things on.
Immediately.
It's like, I don't know how well to tell you this. There's lots of people that play violent video games that have never committed one of the associated crimes. Is it this house? Am I crazy? I swear that one of these houses has a secret compartment in the floor. Huh. I don't know. Maybe he's just rolling a lot of ones on
Yeah.
search.
I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Okay, so let's see. So that leaves this. It's 2 warehouses and the salty dog. Do we have a preference? Do we care? I think let's go over here, because this is like a side quest. And we'll get XP for picking the lock. There's the background music. I wonder where it had got to.
What? Good as gold.
There we go.
Really,
Nice.
in a heartbeat.
All right. Now we actually have to split up a little bit.
Well,
Okay, so you
In a
go after
heartbeat.
this one.
Something wrong? Make way.
What do you need? Whatever you say.
Yeah? Like an arrow.
Yes? Forward.
I suppose I got some time to kill. Sure.
did I miss somebody?
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing
Speak your
spree.
mind. Of course.
Oh, let's see. That one looks like an archer, yes. Okay, you two up here.
No. I didn't think about really painful.
Okay.
Ready and waiting.
Aye. What you be needin', matey? Arr.
Why did you say it like that?
Okay.
Give me a target. Watch this.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
What do you think?
Your command?
Oh!
Yeah.
Justin, hit your target. There we go.
I am here. Very well.
I'm here.
Oh, morale failure. See how it turned yellow like that? We had him running scared.
Great.
Which one, Trappies or Darkstones? Let's see.
Yeah.
Spell. It's gonna heal him. I'll wait. We'll do it in a second. Oops. Too many. Oh, yeah, that's Darkstones.
I am ready, Commander.
Ready and waiting.
Because he does stuff like that all the time. Man, it's so funny. Justin's actually turned out to be a killing machine. What's his kill count right now? 9. Yeah, he's staying pretty steady at about a quarter of everything. 5 and 5. Okay, 17, 29. Yeah, he's in second place right after Rowsdower. Wow. Yeah, very much that. Ah, these kegs, I think, might be explosive, perhaps? Because you can attack them, so... So you say that, but... I don't remember this. Oh, do they?
Give
Here,
the word.
let's find out. Oh, you know what? I just realized that she's still using a stick, so Rowsdower has the highest kill count, and she's using a stick. I completely forgot. Let's give her... There we go. That's much better. I forgot she's supposed to be using an axe. Okay, so...
Watch this.
Hey. Nothing in that one. Honey, it's a barrel. Nothing in that one. Ah, there is something in this one, though. A short sword. It's a very dexterous barrel, yes. It's dodging like crazy. Okay, this actually works out great because Justin's probably running a little low on arrows. Not as low as I thought. He's been pretty much one shot, one kill. I'm proud of him.
What's up? Like an arrow.
Okay. I know this is trapped, right? Or, no, okay, it's just a door. Doors are outlined in red, I guess, in the mod. That looks trapped, though. I think there are a handful of explosive barrels, yes, but like they're not super common. What we got? Oh, a great axe! All right. Oh, yeah. This part always upset me as a kid. Here, let's give this to. Appears to be a dead cat. It is extremely well preserved and looks as if it is sleeping. I'll give that to Cher. Here. Yeah, I know. I want you to unequip the shield. There we go. So now she has a big two-hander. 1d12. There's that d12 we all love, right? Best die. Well, remember there is a crazy cat lady here. Oh, good. Perfect. Yeah, it's a quest item. Oh, man. Yes. Yes. Oh, a long sword, small shield, leather armor. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. Now we're cooking. She-Shanty gets an upgrade. Boom. Look at that. Because she gets to use weapon finesse. So see, main hand +6. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And damage, see, there's the dexterity, so it's d8 +2. You'll love to see it. Okay, I think at this point, Justin is the only one who can wear armor that's not wearing armor. Now, let me see. We did something to his Armored Arcana. Oh, okay. So he can wear armor. He's just not good at it because he's got Armored Arcana, but he doesn't have armor proficiency. And we were talking about building him up, so eventually he's going to be in, like, plate armor. We just have to level up to get him there. I'm excited. Okay, what else did we find? Another small shield. Right. That should be the same as these others. There, her AC is 18. That's wonderful. I think that's just a regular dagger. Okay.
I'm listening.
Does she not have any spells? Oh, I guess she doesn't have them yet. Okay, right. Right. 3rd edition, sort of. Yeah, it is kind of interesting. I guess it's just to make it visually, like to break it up and make it more interesting, because like this is a small shield. And this is a small shield. And this is a small shield. And all of them have identical stats. And they look the same on your character for the most part as well. I don't think that any of them look different. Maybe a little bit. I don't know, but that could also be because of the character's color scheme more than anything else. So, But yeah, like armor, for example, they didn't do that. There's just your character has different levels of armor to them. So like if you're wearing any light armor, they look like this. If you're wearing any medium armor, they look like Y, and heavy armor makes them look like Z. So.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Really fabulous.
What do you want?
I want
Time to trim this one down to size.
for you to hit this barrel with your giant axe. Okay, and again. Nice.
How can I help?
There's a shield. We love that. Another one of these.
What now?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's really telling me that...
definitive.
There we go. Okay, let's... Here we go.
Head to head, toe to toe. Great.
Man, Justin really did not wait. Come on, you come over here. Oh, here we
I'm
go.
ready to do adventuring and stuff.
Nice.
No.
Look at that.
Death
Step
comes
right up.
for you.
I've got plenty of death for everybody.
Get it.
Man,
Great.
what a good party, y'all. Good job. Oh, that is a lot of goblins. You hear that sound? That's a lot of goblins.
Make way.
Right here. Okay.
What do you need now?
Let's see. So he's got sleep and charm person. Actually, let me... There we go. Oh, no. That's not what I want. I keep doing that. You have to right click and then choose. There we are. Wait a second. There we go. Okay.
I got a bad feeling about this place.
And then this, and this, and there. Okay, and now you...
Aye. Har har har.
What do you think?
Okay, so she's got... Special ability, special ability. You don't need 2 special ability buttons. So let's do... Bless. Bane. And then actually, what are her domain spells? She doesn't have any at the moment, so...
Yes.
Okay, she's good. Okay, that
wrong?
should be good, because here we've got... Let's put her rage specifically there. And power attack mode.
I'm here.
She doesn't have any special abilities right now.
Okay.
And he shouldn't either, other
How
than
can I
his
serve?
thief abilities. No special
Yeah.
abilities. And then she's got, okay, Sun Scorch and Turn Undead. Awesome, we'll leave those where they are. Don't think we have done a hard save yet, so let's do that.
I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Alright, so now the goal here is to draw 1 or 2 of them.
At once.
And try not to aggro all of them at the same time. So let's see. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are no match. Here, you hit this.
Step right up. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
Well,
Time to turn
head-to-head,
this one down to
toe-to-toe.
size.
The best in me.
Nice.
Immediately.
Okay, what you got? Anything good? How we doing? Not encumbered yet. Good. Desperately need to find a shopkeeper, but not encumbered.
Speak your mind. Of course. No quarter.
Doodly doo.
No.
To victory.
He's still low level, so he doesn't have a. He's got a long delay between attacks.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Later on, he will shoot much faster, and he'll be able to get 2 or 3 of them down before they get to him.
Definitive.
Ready and waiting. Consider it done.
You want very well.
There we go. We got 392 gold. That's pretty
What do
respectable,
you
honestly.
think? Action.
Give me a target.
This
Right.
barrel. Anything in that one? No, it doesn't look like it. This is a very dodgy barrel. What's that? Mace. Let's see. I don't think that that's going to be as good as a Warhammer, because this is, let's see, 1d8. This should be 1d8. Yeah, but this one's lighter. So... nice. Another small shield.
Yeah. Immediately.
All right,
Command.
Justin, you're up again.
Of course.
Sneak attack them. Haha.
Your life is forfeit.
All right.
I'll die if you make me do any more work.
Oh man, look how many of them he got. Darkstone is doing great, y'all.
I am here.
Let's see.
Of course.
Yeah. Did I
I'll
miss
make this
somebody?
quick.
Okay, here.
Really?
It's asleep, y'all. Come on now.
Ready
Actually,
and wait. Of course.
Well,
since they are asleep, let's not have Justin waste his arrows.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Ooh, chunks. That one was chunky.
Your luck's run out.
in a heartbeat.
Very nice. This is going so well.
How can I help? Very well.
Well, you can pick up all of this floor cash. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. That's a lot of Warhammers for these goblins. I dislike it. Mostly because the weight is going to add up really quickly. Yeah. Okay, sure. Yes. Boo. Boo. Oh, here we go. Come on, Darkstone. Let's get another one. Oh, man, look at that.
How can I serve? Of course.
No.
To victory. Yes? Of course.
He's in the back.
What do you think?
Speak your mind. At once.
There we go. Yeah. Darkstone is really contributing. Look at this.
Fear a woman's wrath.
Oop.
I'm here.
Your command? It shall be
My
done.
enemies always bring out the best in me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, you get those.
Give the word.
Okay, good.
Ready and waiting. Onward.
Nice. Oh, man. Even the ones that are asleep are, like, terrified now. Look at this. Oh, that one had a name. Ulek the Burrower.
Any last words?
What do you want?
Well, now his name is Mud.
Well...
How can I? It shall be done.
There we go. Now we don't have to waste any more arrows.
Head to head, toe to toe.
Oh, man, this is satisfying. Yes, excellent, good. Well done, everybody, but especially Darkstone. Nobody is, he needs to pick up some stuff, actually. Nobody is doing a bad job.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
He is out of spell slots, however. Okay.
Sure.
There's Ulek. He's got a quest scroll. Some Jasper. I don't remember when you get the opportunity to get your first, like you get a gem bag and a scroll case and a potion case. So it kind of expands your inventory. They're like bags of holding for specific types of items.
What do you think? Definitive.
There we go. That should be most of it. Yeah, this is a small level or sub-level, so. Okay, did you pick up anything good? The Charred Vellum Scroll. This rolled-up scroll is charred on the inside as if the writing was too hot for the vellum to contain. It smells faintly of ash, brimstone, and an eye-watering variety of goblin scents. Like many arcane items you'll encounter in your travels, you'll need to identify this item in order to discover its true purpose. To do this, you'll need a character with sufficiently high knowledge arcana skill to identify the item, or you'll have to take it to a high-ranking priest or mage and have them examine it. Hopefully, there's a priest or mage in Targos who can tell you what this scroll is. Or was. Let's see, who's got the highest arcana? He's got spellcraft. I think she might be the only one with knowledge arcana, actually. So it's up to She-Shanty to just figure out what this is. Not identified. Well. Okay, then. I guess
ready
her
and willing.
Knowledge is, let's see, wilderness lore, animal empathy. Yeah, okay, I guess it is insufficient.
I'm ready. Right.
Yeah. Action.
What do you need? Whatever you say.
No worries.
I
You don't have to tell me twice.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That they had a portable hole, and they were like, "No, this is not working properly." There we go. Hey, come on, Darkstone. We believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. See, we knew he could do it.
Fabulous.
Something wrong? Consider it done.
Is that more leather armor? Ooh, some broken armor. Unfortunate. Reflected image scroll. And a warhammer. Okay, well this can go to Darkstone. And he cannot learn it since he's a sorcerer and does not have a spell book, but he can use it. And I think that broken armor is probably leather as well. He's the only person who doesn't have any. So again, it's like, this is like, oof. Because he has Armored Arcana, but he does not have armor proficiency. So what that means is he's going to take a penalty on certain stuff. The armor check penalty,
ready,
but
Commander.
Luckily the armor check penalty for leather armor is 0.
Yeah.
So cool, let's do a quick check. Let's see. So 16, 15, 18, 15, 17, 16. That's pretty respectable for first level characters. Oh, and... okay, they are at 700-ish. She's earning less because she's an Ozimar.
I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
This cave-in looks like it happened recently. May have been the passage the goblin sappers came from.
Ready and waiting. Leave it to me.
Really fabulous.
Nothing in that one. Yeah, that as well.
Well...
they had to take Counterspell, and I think, was it also Dispel Magic out? Because they were like, it just... the way it interacted with things, they knew that players were going to get up to some shenanigans anyway. And it broke too many things, because if you just got a good roll on Dispel Magic, you could bypass a lot of the game. Yeah, and well, like there's one guy who's been playing Baldur's Gate and he beat it as a wheel of cheese. So
I didn't think about what was going to happen,
you know,
truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
if you can beat the game as a wheel of cheese, people are gonna do some crazy stuff.
In a heartbeat.
Where in Tempest's name have you been? I heard the fighting and then everything went silent. Thought you were dead. We found a passage running beneath the warehouse. It led into some caves in the cliff. Looks like the goblin sappers tunneled through there to get into Targos. Caves in the cliff? Huh. Could be old pirate caves. There were quite a number of buccaneers preying along Mare Dwalden in the days before Targos became civilized. Where do they lead? Well, there were some collapsed passages. Could be the goblins accidentally sealed themselves in. I found this scroll on one of the goblins, however, and it looks magical, or was, at least. Wouldn't surprise me if the tunnels had collapsed on them. Goblins aren't too bright. Goblin sappers even dimmer. Still, you might want to take that scroll to Ulbrich's wife. She knows something of magic and might be able to identify it. Good advice. In any event, I respect your courage. If you tell of your deeds to Lord Ulbrich, he's sure to reward you. No reward is necessary. As long as Targos is safe, that's enough. I would speak to Lord Ulbrich about employment, however. You can find him in the town above. Simply take the western path up the cliff face, and you can find Ulbrich at the Targos Town Hall. Okay, well, we will seek him out then. He's gonna leave. He's got nothing to do anymore. Yeah, Counterspell's in Baldur's Gate 3, so it's, yeah, Dispel Magic. I picked up what you were putting down. Right, let's see. Let's go in here, because we're getting pretty close to a level. Like, that was a decent chunk of experience that we got for completing that quest. And then we can go to the Salty Dog. I think that'll be everything except for... This is the western path that he was talking about. Well, there you go. You can see him kind of leading the way. In fact. So this is where we'll go up the cliffs to the second half of Targos. There's a lot to do in this prologue. I lost a lot of time to this game when I was younger. As a teen. Kind of like poking around and exploring all the different parts of the area, seeing what I could do with different levels of skill checks, remaking different parties and characters again and again to see what everybody said based on your alignment or your race. Like, for example, when you first get off the boat, if you have a drow character in front, they will say something about you being a drow.
Me? Like an arrow.
And I have in the past, like I played I had a drow cleric of Ilmater, who was also a healer, and they'll remark on it. They're like, that's weird.
I didn't think about what was going to happen,
So.
truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Okay.
In a heartbeat.
Are there any goblins here? I cannot recall. Maybe not. This one, yeah, okay, I think this one's safe. This one's just a place where you can get stuff and rest. Yeah, Ilmater's a little weird. He's like the god of hurting myself to unhurt other people. The god of taking too much on. He's like the mom friend, but unhealthy.
Give me a target. Death comes for you.
Yeah.
Yes, death comes for you, Beryl.
Definitive.
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Whatever you say.
Why does he sound like... He sounds vaguely like Angel Dust from Has-Been Hotel. Yeah, exactly, because it's like self-flagellation and stuff. Oops. Okay, cool. Somebody, they got theirs.
I'm here. Make way.
Action. Never, never, never.
Give the word. Time to trim this one down to size.
Nice.
Consider it done.
Yeah. I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
What do you want? On my way.
I'm listening. My pleasure.
Right, yeah.
Really?
Lots of saints in the Ilmatari Church, or Ilmatari.
I'm ready.
What do you need? Nah, I don't think so. Just kidding, I'll do it.
Something wrong?
There we go. Okay, what we find?
Consider it done.
Oh, iron rations.
Well, in a heartbeat.
A mace.
Yes, right.
I think she found another... Oh, that's, no, it's a warhammer. I thought she found another great axe.
Yes? Forward.
Trying to split up the load as much as I reasonably can.
What? On my way.
Okay, what we got in here? Okay, good. Arrows. We got... What was that? Ah, here we go. These crates appear to contain iron rations, 10-foot poles, and 50-foot coils of rope. Which is a reference to, like, the classic, basic, adventuring gear. Okay, we found a light crossbow. So, light crossbows are +2 to hit. Heavy crossbows are +2 to damage. And then, of course, these bolts are 1d8, so that makes them 1d8 +2. These are more accurate. They're generally also faster. Where are we at? 15, 22? Okay, that's not bad at all.
No. Definitive.
What else we got?
Yeah, on my way.
And these... A number of these crates are marked with the Galway Trading Coster insignia. Ooh, rainwater brew. I think that might be a new item. Oh, you wouldn't mind splitting one of these kegs open and sampling some of the stock. More iron rations. And look here. This is our first kind of little hidden area. Check that out. Secret brick. Linkside gem, another bottle of wine, some gold. What we got here? Crossbow bolts. What's in these? This row of crates look like they've been sitting here for some time. They bear the mark of Bremen, one of the 10 towns. Armor, a spear, iron rations. Bullets and spears. Don't get excited, by the way. It says bullets, but of course that's for, like, slings.
What do you think? Fabulous.
There are no guns in Icewind Dale 2, in case you were interested. These solid wooden crates look like they're stuffed with furs and pelts from Lonelywood.
What's up? So that's how it is.
God, short sword.
Yeah.
Anything there? No.
What now? On my way.
More leather armor and a battle axe.
Definitive.
Okay, our guy Trappy here is loaded down a little bit. Let's pass off some of this leather armor. Oh, that's too much for her. Okay, I'll give that to you. Nope. There. Make sure everybody's in the yellow and not the red. What else? Oh, the heavy crossbow would be good. Spears, 5 pounds. That's 7. What's the shield? 6. Okay, so this is gonna... Okay, we're still good. Excellent. So, iron rations. They heal 3 hit points. Let's see, how do I... Can't remember how to split. So, this is a healing item. We will give that to Cher. And did that put her... No, okay. Rainwater brew. Oh, cheap, efficient, and crude. This potion is a mix of rainwater, clay, ash, and roots from several plants. The modest brew will restore 2d6 hit points to the drinker. Nice. Okay, well, in that case, actually, let's give the iron rations over here to Rowsdower. I usually give my mages and my clerics the best healing items, at least starting out, because even though your warriors are on the front row, it's like potions are for when clerics run out of spell slots. And also, if nobody else can heal, and right now, Cher is the only one with any healing magic, it's like you've got to keep her on her feet in case something happens to the other ones. Is it? Let's see. Shift and... Control. No, that's not working. It's okay. We'll figure it out later. It's not super important. At the moment, at least. Okay. Alright. Alright, this is a good place to rest. Since it is safe. And that way, Darkstone recovers his hit points, but more importantly, everybody's got their spell slots back. Okay, that just leaves the salty dog. And actually, I believe we got rid of all the goblins. There shouldn't be any in there, so we can go back and talk to Firtha too. Double click. Ah, okay. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here, we'll wait till everybody catches up.
Yeah, fabulous.
I love how you can hear the cats even outside.
Die if you make me do any more work.
Iron rations are like a good early game kind of disposable heal.
Really, in a heartbeat.
Okay, now.
Immediately.
You're back, are you? You circle me house like a vulture, you do. You just wanted to check and make sure you're alright. Let's see. Answer some questions. I was wondering when you might get around to picking me skull. You didn't seem bright enough to light a candle, you didn't. Ask away if you will, but I rarely leave me home, much less talk to any of the fools in Targos, so my talk may not be much use. Okay, well, first of all, is this cat yours? We found it dead in the warehouse on the northern side of town. This is so funny. If it isn't poor Loki. That fool cat looks to have eaten twice his weight. He has a dozen rats by the smell of it. The damned old Tom ran away nearly a month ago. At least he died happy, he did. So it's like, he left, but he literally ate himself to death. He ate so many rats. I'm sorry. Are you gonna be alright? Aye, as soon as you get the poor little thing out of me sight. Have you no shame hauling around a poor dead cat like that? We'll let the matter rest then. I'd like to know whatever you could tell me about Icewind Dale. Tales of the Dale? Ha! There's so many that had filled up Dwalden, there is, and most like twice over. Not much that would whet your appetite, methinks. I heard the Dale had some troubles many years back. Do you know anything about that? There was the troubles many years back, though back when Hedron was a babe and his da, curse his hide, still dared to live. Perhaps the worst times we've had. Though it could be it was just Hedron's da that was the cause of it all. Tell us about it. Aye, I'll tell you, but I'll only tell you once, so you'd best listen close or else get your pen and write it in that book you're carrying with you. We'll copy your story into our journal then. Please, go ahead. Blah, 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 da-da-da-da. And then the barbarians packed up their tents and left Brimmon's Run, they did, and that's the last of the matter, at least as far as the barbarians were concerned. So yeah, she basically puts a synopsis of what happened in Icewind Dale 1 into our journal. So the adventurers were never heard from again after that night in the Whistling Gallows Inn? Aye, gods only know what happened after that. There was something evil in that halfling's tread, to be sure. I'm sure it led those heroes nowhere good. Okay, well, tell us anything about Targos? It's 100 stories in Targos. Maybe 100 upon the 100. What would you be burning to know? I've not the strength to tell them all. Tell us about the goblin raiders. The filthy little rats started chipping at Targos a month or two ago, and the attack on the docks is the bravest even yet, it is. But there's worse yet to come. Mark my words. I can feel a storm coming, and it's building up out of the north like a howling pack of wolves. How do you know that? Aye, well, just a feeling in me bones. I've learned to trust the lean of the winds and the ache in me joints. That's the response I'd expect from an Uthgard seer casting fortunes. You watch your filthy tongue. I don't need to explain myself to the likes of you, and don't you dare compare me to one of those filthy barbarians the winds take you. But how do you know these things? Mayhap there's times... Nah, you'd think me daft like the rest of the town. As long as it doesn't involve your cats, I'm willing to hear it. No, we want to know. Go on. Mayhap I see things. What business be it of yours? And what do you see? There's times when I sleep, I sleep not, and the things I see in dreams, they're more real than the walls of me house. Some things, some are beautiful, others, terrible. I've seen a brambled garden blacker than ink, a crow's nest of a city that spins atop a great mast of stone, and a glacier of black ice that smells of ashes and smoke. So this is actually a reference to Planescape Torment. I will not spoil things by explaining this, other than to say the crow's nest of the city that spins atop a great mast of stone. So that's a reference to Sigil, the City of Doors, which is the city at the center of the multiverse in the Outlands, because Sigil is shaped kind of like a donut, and the city is on the inside of the donut. Like, imagine there's a wheel, and Sigil is built kind of like on the inside rim rather than the outside of it, kind of all. So where if you're standing in Sigil, you can look straight up and see more Sigil across the way. And there is this pillar at the center of the Outlands that is infinitely high, because, you know, so the Outlands are like true neutral. They're at the center of all of the planes. The center of the outer planes, anyway. And in theory, people say the way they describe it is like if you climb up that pillar, you'll eventually get to Sigil, which is an oversimplification that's not exactly precise, but then nothing is really exact when you're talking about the outer planes. So, but that's not the strangest thing. I see these things, but it's not me who's seeing them. But it's always through another's eyes. A woman's eyes. I see these other lives, all a colored gray and sadness branching outwards like some great black twisted tree. A tree. In Luskan I heard tales of a great tree in the town of Koldahar. Aye, the great oak of Koldahar. I know of that tree, I do, and it's sure as the snows it's mixed up in this darkening cloud over the north. There's something about such a work of nature that no beast or devil can leave be, and great evils have been done in its shadow. Of course, another reference to Icewind Dale 1. Mayhap you'll find your way there. Mayhap not. But know the tree is waiting for you, and it suffers. The screams of a birthen woman echo in the wood of the oak, and I fear some terrible act has taken place there, either now or long ago. I see. Well, we have no plans to go to Koldahar. Maybe when our duty in Targos is over. Aye, Targos waits, but enough of the ramblings of an old woman. Have you any more questions for me? Tell us more about Targos. Let's see. Here we go. Any advice to newcomers in town? Make fast friends with Ulrich's wife, the elven woman. She's a sharp one, she is. Her eyes and thoughts are like ice, cold and sharp. But her heart has a kind bent like the dawn of a spring morning. Her heart is in Targos, and you can trust her. Snap up any weapons you can find, for you'll be needing 'em right quick. Arrows, stones, bolts, all will be your friends in days to come. Talk before you act, even with those you think might be your foes. Your journey's a long one, and Targos is just the first step on a difficult road. Okay, Goblin Raiders, we talked about that. Any place in town we can rest? Aye, the Weeping Widow. Ware ye the innkeeper, Calhydrid. Twice the fool he may be, but he'll try to milk ye like a cow of any offer of help. So don't let the blustering fool use ye like a pack mule without getting coin in return. He'd bleed a paladin dry of his last drop of patience, he would. And he'll do the same to ye, mark me words. Take a look through his eyes, and you'll see a world rain in gold coins. That's interesting, actually, because if you have a paladin in the party, and when you speak to him, that kind of comes up. No, Koldahar is not canon. Sorry, too late. Too late, George. Where can we purchase supplies? You can find the trade depot at the top of the cliffs, you can. The strip of the girl there, Deirdre's got a heart like a fire, but you should be able to find what you need there. Just don't press her too hard, or you're liable to catch trouble for your efforts. What do you mean? Her drunkard of a granda, that old wheezing fool Illness, sent her to Targos to prove herself to the rest of the Galloway coster. When the goblins struck Targos, it ruined her chances of turning prophet, and ruined her name with it. You can almost hear the storm clouds building in her head. Okay, well, thanks. Bye.
Action.
Yep, Illness Galloway is from the first one. Or Galway, depending. Here we go, to the Salty Dog.
Fabulous.
Excellent. Oh yes, inscribed on the helm is Botany Bay. That's the wheel of a ship. That won't be important momentarily. Gohar. Actually, this is the Salty Dog. Let's have She-Shanty do the talking. I was hoping you might be by. I just wanted to say, that is, I heard what you did, and you're probably the reason the docks and the Salty Dog's not in flames right now. Thanks for pitching in for the town's sake. Of course. I was hoping to ask you some questions. Word to the wise friend, one doesn't come my tavern asking questions. A dangerous thing to do it is, unless you're fishing for daggers in your back rather than answers. How did you get this tavern? Well, when I was an hired blade some 12 years past, I won it in a knife fight. I planned on selling the place and using the coin for ale and whores in Luskin, right? Uh-huh. But I fell hard for the former owner's widow and decided to plant myself. The good woman passed last winter, though, so the tavern's me missus now. A touching story. What do you have to drink? Oh, here we go. Look, Gohar's Galloping Grog. Hair of the Wolf, Dwalden's Wake Mead, Bremen's Runs, Old One-Eye Beer, Moonshay Whiskey, Shanegarn's Tooth, and Bitter Black Ale. We've got Gothwolf Hanghelm, and here's Black Jeffrey, Blanchard Pike, and Kickshaw.
Well, definitive.
So there's a lot going on here. We'll get to them in just a second.
Give me a target.
But first, let's talk to Gothwolf Hanghelm.
Watch this.
Ah, more would-be heroes up the river by the light of Bremen's fires, yes? Well, whether you're saviors or sellswords, have a drink with me. Ooh, we actually wanted to have some questions. Ah, bah, there are drinks to be had first. Come, Gohar the tavern keeper charges but 3 coins for this wolf piss he calls a drink. Have a flagon with me. Very well. Oh, yes, we can. We'll do that in just a second. Ah, that's the spirit. Enjoy the drink, then. It's not quite as foul as I make it to be. Ah, now what questions hound you? Ooh, a silver charm you have. What is it? Yes, no, first, tell us about yourself. Patience, patience. Me? I am Gothwolf Hanghelm, a river trader along the Shanegarn when the water runs free. And in the winter months, just one of the dogs that drinks the chill away in this pit of a tavern. Ooh, judging from your size and weapons, you seem to be more a warrior than a trader. Heh, I may not look the part, but a trader's heart I have. I enjoy barter almost as much as the sounds and smells of the rivers I ply. Besides, townsmen merchants fear to cheat so fierce a man, you see. Oh, what goods do you have to trade? And here we go. You can, in fact, sell things to him. You got Yeti skin stuff. It gives you cold resistance. Appears to be fashioned from the hide of a Yeti. The cloak gives you 3. I think everything else gives you 1. Winterwolf hat and scarf. Oh, right. Yes. This gives you +1 charisma. Winterwolf boots. Arrows, throwing axes, composite short bow. Gain strength bonus to damage, right? It's better than a regular short bow. Throwing hammers, bastard sword. Hide armor, leather armor. Ooh, here we go. Uthgar's Blessing. So this is medium armor. That gives you +2 strength. I'll pause here so the YouTube crowd can read this. Helmets. A flask of Brague. Yes, a vile concoction of wild boar's blood mixed with milk and a smattering of rare herbs. Gives you a burst of physical power, +2 strength, but also it's going to make you sick. Yeah, either new or moved, one of the two. Not sure. Okay, let's sell all this stuff before we do any buying. Let's see how much money we've got. Then we'll figure out what we're going to have to pickpocket versus what we can just purchase. Okay. He will not buy the dead cat. Don't really need the gems for anything this early in the game. They're just kind of bearer's bonds. That should be it. Let's see what we wind up with. $658. That's not terrible. Definitely want that armor. The composite short bow is going to be an upgrade because he's got one of these right now, which doesn't do anything. But this will give him +1 to damage. Hunting arrows. Wounding inflicts 1 additional point of damage per round for 10 rounds unless they make a fortitude save, DC 22. And then these winter wolf stuff, +1 charisma for each of these, as in addition to cold resistance. So like these are the upgrades of the Yeti skin stuff. Nice. And a buckler. Spell failure chance 10 versus, or 5 rather. Why did I say 10? Okay. Alright. Have some questions. You know my rules. I have a flagon with me, friend, or no answers from me. It's only 3 gold. Alright, that's fine. Okay, can you tell me what's been going on in Targos of late? The town's on edge because of the goblin sappers at the docks and because of Bremen. You saw what was left after the goblins struck it, no? And I'd been planning to set out there next to pick up some textiles to sell at Lonelywood. Looks like I'll be staying a bit longer in Targos now, eh? Ha! Okay, we asked him about that, so here we go. The silver charm you have. What is that? This? A wolf totem. A good luck charm. I won it from my cousin's husband, who thought he beat me in my best game. Perhaps some dark day I'll run across a man with a stronger gut than me, and then I'll pass the charm on to him. Oh boy. Okay, I don't remember if I saved it, so I'm going to do that, just in case something happens. I expect Rowsdower will win this quite handily. I'd like to try and win that wolf charm of yours. Ha! Here's the deal, then. You win. Ha! And the wolf charm's yours. You lose, no matter, but either way, you're paying for the brag this swallow. The stuff's not easy to come by, what with the vile boars and all. 5 gold a round. Okay, I'll play. Here's 5 gold for the first round. Ha! Not many lasses willing to take me up on the game. Well, then, let's get to it. Here's my vine skin. Try not to throw it up right away. Oh, here's to your health, Guthwolf, and my new wolf charm. Boom. So, you can hold your brig after all. You must have northern blood in your veins. Or this batch is becoming sour. Less talk, more drink. And you can see it takes 5 gold each time. I'm surprised you've lasted so long. You ready to give up yet? Hardly. Let's have another mouthful. This is a drinking game. You have to drink a whole flask of that stuff. Remember, that's boar's blood you're drinking there, friend. You might not stay in your stomach long. Oh, that wolf charm's as good as mine, Guthulf. One more round. Bleh. He's throwing up. Lass, indeed. I'll take that wolf charm now, you lightweight. Herc. Look, he's just puking everywhere. And Gohar's like, keep it down, you drunkards. Here we go. The wolf charm. Howling Wolf Charm, a smallish silver wolf's head charm of the sort sometimes fashioned by Rashomon shamans of the tribe of the wolf. By gripping the charm tightly and howling towards the heavens, one may summon a fierce grey wolf to aid him or her in battle. Such charms are said to tarnish as their power wanes and eventually disintegrate into silvery powder when the last of their summoning energy has been consumed. You can expend one charge to summon a wolf for 8 rounds. It is destroyed after all its charges are expended. Don't know how many charges it has. I don't remember. I don't know if that's modded or not. Because I can't remember. I feel like it didn't have charges before. It was maybe like once a day. Versus having charges. But I won't swear to it. Yeah. They said Rashomon, but I think they definitely meant like one of the northern tribes from the 10 towns. Alright. Now.
Here I go.
While he's drunk, let's just... Pickpocket successful and was not detected. Possible items. Now this is a part of the mod. This is a function of the mod. So when you pickpocket somebody, you can now see what they have to steal and your success chance. So if you are stealthy, this is what you have. You know, this is the second one. And if you're not in hide mode, this is your success chance. So he's got a battle axe, the flask of braids, studded leather armor, and gold. What did we get? Ooh, some gold. Okay.
No. Great.
Yep, that is brand new.
Speak your mind at once.
You move over here.
Yeah. I got
you.
Good as gold.
You want me? I see.
Here we go. So, these guys, the Iron Collar, there's a number of things that you can do here.
Me? Like an arrow.
Let's see what they've got. Oh no, his pickpocket failed and he was detected. What's he got to steal? Gold, studded leather armor, bolts, masterwork short sword, heavy crossbow. Okay.
Yeah?
What about you?
Here I go.
Oh, he was successful and was not detected. Studded leather armor, spear, gold. What'd you get? More gold. Okay, cool. If we succeed, then we might as well. What's Kickshaw got? Successful but was detected. Leather armor, throwing daggers, short sword, golden bubbles.
I didn't think about what was going to happen
That's not what
truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Like an arrow.
Don't see me? Oh no. We failed.
Yeah?
I was trying to see if I could get those golden bubbles. Failed but was not detected. Boop. Failed and was detected. Oh no. Okay, well. I don't know. See, that's why I was trying to see. this, and then I can... Successful, but was detected. Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
Good as gold.
Boo this detection. Successful and was not detected. Oh. Got some wine. Where's the bubbles? Okay. I think we got them. Yes, there we go. Golden bubbles. Good luck is hard to come by, but for those who know how to generate it, fortune can come from almost anywhere. This bubbly solution is a mix of gold flakes, lemon juice, ground pearls, and powdered goat hooves. Anyone who drinks this potion will experience a rush of euphoria and supreme confidence in everything, as well as a +2 luck bonus for 10 rounds. And in this game, luck translates to a critical hit bonus. So basically that's like you have... It expands your... the numbers that count as critical hits by 2. Don't know, I guess they wanted to make it more interesting. So, like, the regular luck potions are still there.
Yes, I see.
They just added more stuff. Okay, so the Iron Collar, you'll recall, were those mercenaries that were supposed to show up and help with the goblins. It gets better, so then the feisty wench thinks to strike me, eh? So she grabs the bottle as hard as she can. Hey, Jeffrey, my friend, seems one of those serving wenches wants a word. Oh, what are you on about? What the devil do you want? Did you hear about the goblin raiders? There was a band of them loose inside the town. So what? Who the hell's you think you are, butting into my tale while I'm sharing a tankard with my friends? Stranger, mayhap you don't know who you're speaking to, but we are the Iron Collar Band, an adventuring company all the way from Cormyr. Well, Cormyr must be ashamed of you. Purple Dragon Knights you are not. I thought we had to leave Cormyr in some haste, Blanchard, my friend. Cormyr was not kind to us, was it? All those adventuring dues and contracts and laws... So many laws. Stop playing the hog with the ale and fill my tankard. My lips are drying out from listening to Jeffrey's boasting. So, you'd prefer Colum's company or that filthy collection of rags that calls himself a wizard? A pox on you, then. You're lucky I don't cleave you from neck to crotch. You've come all the way from Cormyr. I sailed all the way from Cormyr to the wind-blasted cliffs of Targos. The Iron Collar Band, plunderer of tombs, dodgers of fate. Not even the purple dragons of Cormyr could keep us in irons. You're drunk, fool. Shut your mouth or my sword will do it for you. Are you one of the mercenary bands serving in Targos? We're an adventuring company, not mercenaries. You'd best not confuse the two again. As you can see, these guys are just great. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. I'll definitely have to look into that. Because I love the recipes. Ed is so great about that kind of stuff, too. I love how much he participates in the community. How we ended up here, I'll never know. This is the worst contract we've ever taken. The ale here is so watered down they might as well be serving it in rain barrels. Hey, you'd rather be back at the Weeping Widow with Colum or at the barracks house with that wizard? Go then. I'd rather be downing this swill and listen to either of them drone on. And who are these two you speak of? Why, our dear friends and compatriots. Colum Bonecutter, a priest cut from the finest cloth. Led us to many graves he has, and quite a bit of coin we took from bony hands. And that wizard we picked up in Luskan, Fane. Oh, the court's still out on him. He joined up with us, suggested we come here to line our purses with some easy gold. Worst mistake we've made. And where can we find Fane and Colum? Fane set up camp at some abandoned Wainwright's shop in town for peace and quiet, he said. As for Colum, last I heard, he was up at the Weeping Widow, only in town and smaller than a closet. Can't figure out why Colum wants to stay there and waste his coin. I wonder. So, mayhap it's your snoring you can't abide, friend Jeffrey. You could rattle the dead from their sleep, and then Colum has to spend the rest of the night apologizing to them. For that, you're buying the next round, fool. Pay up, or I'll take it out of you with my fists. So you can see they're quite a crew. And there's a number of things you can do with the Iron Collar. You can provoke them, like they're not really great folks. There's absolutely nothing wrong with just disposing of them, you know? But you also can get a side quest to come back down and convince them to actually do what they're supposed to be here doing, which is helping to defend Targos. And if you do that, they'll show up in a battle later on. Right now, though, let's see, 657.
What's up? Good as gold.
Let's see what we can steal. Wolf hat. Oh, where's my... I don't have a steal button. Oh, no. Successful and was not detected. Good. Oh, some brag. Well, obviously. That's for Rowsdower. Let's see. Pickpocket failed because target has nothing you can steal with your current skill level. We have a 0% chance of stealing this stuff. Yeah, you can literally steal the armor right off somebody or the weapon out of their hand, but it's a really high check. Yeah, I think that the wolf charm is the same as it always has been. The only thing I wasn't sure about is whether it still had charges. I was thinking it was like one use a day, as opposed to having so many charges and being consumable, but I may be wrong. Let's do a hard save now. Okay. We will come back to them.
Definitive.
So now, you've kind of seen everything that the lower part of Targos has to offer. I hope that you are enjoying it so far, because I definitely am. I'm having so much fun with these characters, and they are so good. Already. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Before we go anywhere else... Oh, there's a shield we didn't find. Walked right past that. Okay, so... Let's give all of this crap that we don't need and can't sell to Rowsdower. Nobody's using slings. Okay.
I'm here.
So the thing about stuff like quarterstaves is you can't sell them. No one will buy them. And no one will buy sling bullets either. Sometimes they'll buy things like arrows, especially magic arrows, but it depends. So I'm just going to... Oh. I did not... Oh, there we go. And the club, same thing. I'm just going to put them in there, because we can't get any money out of them. Yeah, the Fog of War, that's a setting that you can turn on or off. That's a transparency thing, so it has these cleaner edges. I turned it on because I've kind of turned on all of the settings that the mod has available to see how it makes the game different. I want to see what it throws at us. Whoops.
Yeah.
Let's go back down here real quick, and I'm going to sell that shield because we don't need it. Yeah, we are doing great so far. I'm very pleased. Y'all have made some great characters. I am in love. Here, let's sell that. 658, and we've turned a profit as well, like based on what we spent to legitimately get the wolf charm rather than trying to steal it. Ah. And let's see, is that because, her charisma's 20. Hers is 18, 10.
Give the word. Watch this.
Is it because of this? Yeah, 1800.
Really?
Versus if we talk to him with Cher.
I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
It's 1530, see, because she's got 20 charisma versus 10, literally twice as much. So you get a discount based on that. Still a little bit rich for my blood, though. I would like to steal everything. I don't want to pay for this. Yeah, I want to steal all that stuff, but it's not giving me a. It's not giving me an option.
Good as gold.
Normally I would, but target has nothing you can steal with your current level, right? I know. Huh. Yeah. See, that's what I was planning to do. Is I thought you could just steal directly from the shop.
No.
I was hoping, but
Fabulous.
I guess not.
Great.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. I was hoping we would level up as well, and we're close to it, but we haven't yet. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's so normal. It's not crime when you're saving the world, remember. Okay, here we go.
What do you want? On my way.
The second part of Targos. Immediately there's a battle axe. And nothing.
What do you think? Immediately.
There's that beautiful music.
I'm ready. Make way.
Nothing in that one either.
Yeah. Definitive.
Lumbar Grundval. This is the Weeping Widow. So, there's some stuff right here.
Right.
I'm not going to play too much more, but I would like to level up before we quit, at least once. Is this? Here we go. Yeah, we can go say hi to Deirdre. Not necessarily. Actually, there's plenty of legitimate treasure that you can find lying around, so... Jamelia and Loman.
I'm here. My pleasure.
Huh. If you're looking to buy anything, talk to Deirdre. She's the red-headed one. Not the other one. Bless his heart. Huh. Look, if you want to buy anything, you should talk to Deirdre. She runs the place. I'm just one of the workers. Tell me about Targos. Targos, that coldest teat on the witches that's the north. That's what Targos is. Not even a starving wolf would latch onto it. So why are you here? Been asking myself that every day for the past few months. I'm damn near 5-10 years come this winter, and I'll be damned if I let the capstone of my life be at the end of a goblin's blade. And in Targos, no less. Been serving the Galloway coster for damn near half my life, and old Raleigh comes to me and as one last favor tells me to lend my back and brain to his daughter Deirdre to help her set up shop in Targos. Been watching her get picked to shreds by the Targos guard, always showing up with a charter to confiscate this and that. And they owe her a mountain of gold, but she won't see a coin of it, mark my words. Oh, yeah, Jamelia. Gemelia, perhaps, depending on how you feel about it. Yeah, we can steal his fish. If he's still got it. Oh, he's got a dagger. Didn't look like he's got a fish. Possible items: dagger, leather, armor, and gold. Sure it's not this fella, maybe? Dagger, gold, leather, armor, and club. I don't need that. They may have done. It's possible, too, that they could have moved it somewhere else.
Yeah, I didn't think
You want
about
me?
what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Whatever you say.
What? Did Ulbrich send you to seize more lumber? Or take a few score weapons, perhaps? Take it all. I'm a dragon's flight past caring what happens to this damn town. What is this place? It's the remains of the Galloway trading post of Targos, though I fear little will be left after the soldiers of Targos are through plundering it for the war effort. Galloway? I've heard that name around Luskin and Bremen. Good. Means we're doing our job. The Galloway trading coster's grown over the years. My grandfather Ilmus used to run caravans through the 10 towns, including Lonelywood and East Haven. His age, and his love of Cormyrean brandy, has finally caught up with him, so he's left the traveling and the day-to-day work for the rest of the family. But enough of that. What can I help you with? We're here to purchase supplies. Truly? Then please look around. If anything strikes your eye, let me know. We'll come to an arrangement. Okay, now that being the case, however,
Really?
we'll get a better price with Cher. Let's see what we got. She can identify stuff too. Target arrows, masterwork arrows. Yes, these are +5 to hit. Masterwork bolts, bullet +1, dart +1. Ooh, a longbow, a composite longbow, a masterwork composite longbow. Hey. Light crossbow of accuracy, the mail ripper. A dwarven arbalest. Check that out. Bolts fired from this crossbow destroy all non-magical armor on the targets they hit. Damn. Masterwork battle axe. Oh, here's the left hand of darkness. This is a magical sling. Where wielder's immune to disease when equipped. And it's also a +1 weapon. There's Keg Splitter. Nice. It's a +1 weapon, or +6 versus kegs and constructs. The Executioner's Wife. This is a great axe. No pun intended. It's a very good axe. So yes, it is a +1 great axe. Memories of Kuldahar. This is a +1 club, but also gives you 10 cold resistance, and all other creatures within 10 feet gain 5 cold resistance. Mace +1. The Black Chimes. Here we go. It's +1 sonic damage, and upon hitting a creature, the chimes awaken all party members if they are sleeping, and grant them a +1 attack bonus for 1 round. But also, you have -1 to move silently. Oh, that's cool. Returning throwing hammer. This is one of the most important things to get early in the game if you're going to use throwing hammers, because then it's endless. So, like, it doesn't have any other magic, but it's basically you have an infinite supply. The Craftsman's Hammer. +1 to attack and damage, +3 enchantment. Dredging Claw +1. This is a magical polearm. Quick, no delay before attacking. So very fast. 9 paces. Has a reach of 3 lengths rather than 2, and for the purpose of hitting enchanted creatures, it's considered a +1 weapon. Fang. A uniquely made bastard sword. Adds 1d4 acid damage. The Heart of... And here it is. Here it is. You have no idea where this Dwarven Forge blade came from, but clearly etched on its blade is literally just Cher. You're sure you've never seen it before, yet it feels strangely familiar when you hold it in your hand. The blade looks several generations old and bears numerous nicks and scratches and radiates a faint chill. You have no idea how it came to bear your name. Look at this, +1 to all stats as well as being a +1 weapon. We have to get that. Yeah, we've gotta. Oh, Wandering Sky. It's another one. Remember this. This one has a long story to it. +1 and has 20% chance per hit to cast a Doom on the target. Owl's Feather. Plate armor that weighs half as much as normal half plate. Very good. Chainmail +1. Studded leather armor +1. Leather armor +1. The Cliffs of Targos. This is a shield. It's a buckler, so it has low spell failure, but it's a +2 shield bonus. Tower shield +1, and Flank of the Virgin. There we go. It's a +3 tower shield, but it gives you +2 dexterity as well. And an ammo belt. So this is like the potion bag and the gem bag and so on, except it holds ammunition. So it's like a bag of holding, but for throwing weapons and so on. Yep, Cliffs of Targos and the Owl's Feather, new stuff. So we will come back for some of that stuff for sure. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot.
Fabulous.
We've got to check before we leave.
Good as gold.
Let's see what we can steal from her. Successful is not detected. Turquoise leather armor, short moonstone. What'd you get? Hey, turquoise gem.
No. Action.
Can also go ahead and sell this stuff.
What do you think? Fabulous.
We just need a few more experience points.
Ready and waiting. I'm off.
This armor rack. Yeah, there we go. It's a large shield. And the large shield, +2, of course. Nice.
Yeah, definitive.
There's a couple of little side quests up here that we can do. Let me find a quick one.
Give me a target. Leave it to me.
Oh, yes. Oswald would be quick. Let's see.
I'm here. I'm off.
Nothing.
Yeah. Immediately.
There's Oswald. This is our narrator's uncle. You may recall Oswald from the first Icewind Dale. Remember, he has a flying, a gnomish airship, and it had crash landed in Kuldahar, and he was trying to fix it.
Ready. And whatever you say.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see you standing there. What can I do for you? Or was there something I was supposed to do for you?
I think this is the first time we've met, isn't it?
Perhaps. Yes, I think I would have remembered you. I'm sure of it, I think.
I see. Well, I'm She-Shanty. Who are you?
Introductions, of course, introductions. Sometimes the ideas will start rattling around in my head, and I'll wake up to find I'm somewhere else, or talking to someone else. My name's Fiddlebender. Oswald, that is. Well, Fiddlebender's my last name. My first name is Oswald, so it's Oswald Fiddlebender. A pleasure to meet you.
And pleasure to meet you, Oswald. Again, Is that your ship?
Ship? Oh, you mean this one here?
That ship, yes.
You mean my airship? Yes, yes, indeed. It's mine. Beautiful, isn't it? Didn't know which ship you meant at first, for there are many common ships about. But this one is quite extraordinary. Most ships travel upon the water. This one, however, travels upon the air.
Indeed.
Indeed it does. It was wondrous. Well, before it crashed in Targos. I flew it all the way from Kuldahar, you know.
And what were you doing in Kuldahar?
Why, I live in Kuldahar with my niece, Merrily. I mean, well, I set up shop there after I landed in town. Well, crashed, really, but that's neither here nor there.
You crashed.
There's an awful lot of mountains around Kuldahar. Very confusing to fly through, or around. It's hard to steer the ship when I'm in the lab, I've discovered.
The lab.
Oh, didn't I tell you? But I must have.
Tell us what?
Why, I make potions. I mean, well, among other things, I'm an inventor. I make things. And potions. Did I say that?
Do you test these potions on yourself after making them?
Not often. Very dangerous, some of them. Others are volatile. Some are both.
Did some of those dangerous potions cause that damage to the hull?
Oh, yes, the damage there. Well, the landing here in Targos was somewhat bumpy, and it took some time to put out the flames and mend the wooden frame. And, of course, there were all those potions that shattered in the crash and caused those nasty fires on the northern side of town. Fortunately, all the residents had already fled at my approach, so it was only a matter of time before the flames died down and we could approach the ship. Quite a mess, but we got it all sorted out.
Sounds like the damage was pretty extensive. How did you fix it?
Oh, well, now that's another story. Had to fashion a spell of my own to mend the ship. Oswald's Mending, I call it. Quite catchy, I think. Getting the components for it can be quite exhausting, let alone remembering them. Wrote it all down in a book in the lab.
Like what components?
Let's see. There's spider silk. Fresh spider silk, mind you, not old. Belladonna paste, crushed diamonds, some thrim extract, a little bit of iron ore, some wood, of course, unless you crashed on a house or near a big tree, in which case that isn't a problem. And, well, can't remember the last bits, but I have it all written down.
Sounds like quite a list, especially those crushed diamonds. Good thing you don't have to repair it again.
Very true, very true. Can't see this airship crashing any time in the near future. Sturdy as a rock.
Rocks can't fly, Oswald.
Well, of course they can. Just get a giant to throw them, and even the largest stone will fly like a bird. A very heavy bird, mind you, and no wings, but the principle is the same.
What were you saying about your lab?
Didn't I tell you? Why, I make potions.
Do you have any potions to sell? And here we go. Yes, he's got a bunch. Sour draft, beetle grease, sweet elixir, fish lubricant, coral bomb. A lot of these are new from the mod. Lime juice, potion of heroism, ghoul powder, burning oil. There's the explosive one that you were just talking about. Radiant filter, potion of explosions, again. Potion of clarity, absorption, black mania, sanctuary, fizzy drink, burning syrup, vial of scales. There's the golden bubbles, oil of speed, bone meal, eye drops, bitter tonic, fairy oil, more murky liquor, zombie slime, potion of invulnerability, fair secretion, treant sap, vampire milk, smoke bomb, potion of restoration, lamp oil, flaming oil, a potion bag, need one of those, and some gemstones, potion of holy transference. Some of these are permanent. +2 wisdom, -2 dexterity, +2 intelligence, but -2 charisma. This one's +2 strength, -2 con. Potion of defense. Permanent +1 AC bonus. Potion of resilience, that's +1 to all saves. Potion of energy resistance, permanent +3 to all your resistances. Physical resistances. Potion of clear purpose. Physical enhancement, +1 to all your physical scores. Mental enhancement, +1 to all your mental scores. Nice.
Fabulous.
Give the word. On my way.
Nothing.
Well, fabulous.
What do you want? Make way.
Another large shield. Nice.
No. In a heartbeat.
I was trying to find
I'm ready. Watch this.
a really quick side quest. Oh, is this maybe where?
No worries.
Nope, still not. Oh, nope, there it is. There it is. Bone meal eye drops. A lynx eye gem. Ta-da! Okay, bone meal eye drops. +3 attack bonus, ranged weapons only for an hour. Well, that sounds like something for Justin over here. Unless we pick up a large shield. Don't think anybody else needs one of those at the moment.
What do you think? I didn't think about what was going to
Something
happen,
wrong?
truthfully.
Watch
I just
this.
kind of winged it.
Nothing.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Well...
Ready and waiting. I'm off.
What's in here? Come on, go around. There we go. And let's give these to Justin as well. Nice, yeah, he's got plenty of ammo.
What do you need?
Oh, I hope not, actually. That sounds terrible. Aye? Can you let us through the gate? Nay, I've been ordered to keep the gate sealed in case of a goblin attack. If you need to go beyond the gate, you'll need to get Lord Ulbrich's word first. Right. He's in the town hall on the east side. Be careful to keep your meeting with him short. He's a busy man.
I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Chapter 1, right. Door is nailed shut and will not open. The house looks like it was abandoned recently. Okay, well... that's the town hall, anyway. There's the coster. This is the Weeping Widow Inn. So here we go. In for a penny, in for a pound. Here's a quest we can do, at least. By the gods, what now? What do you... If you're here about the lumber, you'd best have brought more hands to help you carry this shipment, because there's no way to get it from the crane to the walls without more help, and I've said so enough times you'd think it would sink in. Lumber? What are you talking about? Lord Ulbrich, actually, Spokesman Ulbrich, commissioned a load of lumber from Lonelywood, and I had made arrangements with him to have it shipped to the Palisade, but I am woefully short-handed, and am bound by a gold penalty if I cannot get the lumber to the walls. Well, we can help you haul it there if you need help. I would need 20 of men to get it there, and the crane itself is useless, so I cannot even haul more up the cliff face. Damn it all, I should never have taken this contract. What's wrong with the crane? My question exactly. I can find no one supervising its use, nor anyone to see about making it work again. By the gods, my anger's fit to split me in two. Uh-huh. Well, we cannot help you. If we find someone who can, we'll send assistance. Cold out in it. There's Kalirid.
Fabulous.
Hello, hello. What's back here? Ah, yes. You did notice there weren't any cows in town. Horrifying.
What?
What's in here? Doodly doo. Aha! Lamp oil and iron rations. Yes, good. Lamp oil sounds like something he could use. Iron rations... actually also something he could use.
Yeah, I didn't think about what was going to happen truthfully. I just kind of winged it.
Very well.
Let's talk to this guy. Now, who might you be to come sweeping through the doors of the widow? Want a fresh crop of sellswords from the south? Maybe. There's plenty of coin to be had spilling goblin blood. How is it you've come to Targos with steel in hand and not caught word of the filthy little rats? I actually already had an encounter with them. What do you know about it? They've been picking at Targos' walls like vultures, and it's got Lord Ulbrich worried. Goblin's tread speaks a bad season ahead, the saying goes, and this time's no different. And do you know a priest named Colum? He's said to have a room here. Oh, aye, I know that twisted hound's get, I do. Had a room here for 2 nights, he did, then said he couldn't bear the weeping of the spirits, so he up and left without so much as shelling out a single coin for the room. Weeping? Of what weeping? Never you mind about that. It's got the strings of a sad bard's song. So, no cost to be weighing down your shoulders with such talk. Well, if it has the makings of a bard's song, I'd like to judge for myself, being a bard. A woman passed away in that room long ago. She was waiting for her man to return from Dwalden, but he was lost in a storm, and the poor woman hurled herself from the window upstairs to the cliffs below. You can still hear her weeping at night, and I've had the room warded out of respect to her grief. A sad tale, to be sure. If there was anything I could do to help her, I would. Why didn't you mention this at the start? Well, the inn's named the Weeping Widow, but the part about the poor woman flinging herself from the window tends to send largers back and right quick. So Colum couldn't bear the weeping and left without paying. Aye, Colum, cursed be his name, he just up and left without paying a single coin for his stay. He didn't pay you anything? Are you sure? Aye, well, yes, nothing that matters, he didn't. He put some glyph on the door of the room upstairs to keep the spirit inside. That doesn't stop her weeping, now does it? If anything, it's gotten worse since that damn thing was placed on it. What was the glyph supposed to do? Hell's if I know. Torture me ears, most like. At least it keeps people from wandering in there. My key still works, though. So that's all Colum did? He just put the glyph on the door? Well... No, he gave me some damnable magic potion, some concoction or another, but he wouldn't even tell me what it was, only it was more than enough for the room. Truth be told, I'm too scared to open it, let alone drink it. Why didn't you take the matter to Lord Ulbrich or the guard? I'm sure they would have made Colum pay the gold he owed you. Oh, nay, I don't want a priest of Merkul getting mad at me, I don't. He'd probably lay a curse on me grave or turn me into a zombie, he would. Nay, I'm willing to let it go. Merkul, asshole god of the dead. Could we see this potion he gave you? Here you are. Can you make heads or tails of it? Not sure, but it does seem magical. If you want, we could try to identify it. Yeah, all right. If you can't figure it out, perhaps one of the priests or mages in town would know what the damn thing is, or better yet, that wife of Lord Ulbrich, Elithara. She'd probably know what it is. She's an enchantress, here tell. Okay. Well, and, where can we find Elithara? Just head out of the Weeping Widow, head east over the bridge, and then up and north a little ways to the town hall. You can find her and Lord Ulbrich there. And about that weeping spirit in the upstairs room, there might be something I could do to help her. I could look into the matter if you want. Truly? Then here's the key to the room. It should get you past the ward on the door. If you can upset that poor woman's spirit at ease, I'd be grateful, so I would. Her weeping can be heard mostly at night, so it'd probably be the best time to catch sight of her. Okay. Cool. So there's the key. There's the bottle. Now, before we go up there, let's see, I think Colum is in that. Yes, here we go.
Action.
Yeah?
First of all.
Done.
Pile gem and some gold. Anything else? No? Okay. This isn't your house, so you can't get mad. Flaming oil and gold. Nice. Let's give this to She-Shanty. Okay.
Well,
Colum Bone
Great.
Cutter, cleric of Merkel. Yes. Yes. Behind the fireplace. Ah, but silence. Seems the living have come. Who are you? What are these bodies doing here? This row of vessels here, mayhap, lined up like ships? They have passed on, yes. They have sailed through this life and into the keeping of old Lord Skull. But their spirits echo still. You mean Merkel? Yes. Lord of the Dead. My lord. Merkel is his name, and the road to his bone castle is the road we all walk. It is the way of such things. What happened to these people? When the goblins struck, they brought the first of many deaths. These that lie here are but finger bones of the skeleton of the battle. Of the two halves, Targos and the Horde, neither was spared, and in death the halves have become whole. Oh, and there's a faint whisper like a gust of wind. Yes, but your battles are over now, soldier of Targos. And no, there is nothing to be done. Now, rest. Did that corpse just... What again? Silence, spirits. The living walk among us, and to you, dead one, I may speak at any time. Yes. Are you talking to that corpse? No. Listening, perhaps. There is no novelty in such things if that thought is on your mind. The speech of the dead is wearisome. They ask, demand, call, scream for attention. They rattle on like children. Oh, and it's hissing now. It's mad at him. And this goblin here, it still lives out its last moments. Yes, a frightened, gibbering thing, howling at the moment of its death. And what are you doing here, and why are these bodies here? One who can speak to the dead has value on the field of battle. This goblin here, it was Ulbricht's wish that I speak to him and learn what secrets he holds in his head. That is not all, no. The dead are in need of proper burial, and such rites are best performed by a priest of death. The priests of Tempest have no skill in such matters. They praise the fallen in the name of battle, but such things do not let the spirits rest quietly, no. Is that why you came to Targos? I travel where death does. I shadow my lord's footsteps. He has touched Targos, and soon, I think, yes, soon he will walk amongst the living of Targos. The wind smells of such things. I came with brothers, the Iron Collar mercenaries, my brothers. We have come some distance. That is not why I have come. No. In the days to come, all of Targos will serve Merkel. All of them worship Merkel, whether they know it or not, and all of them shall come before him. Perhaps you would benefit by reading more of the teachings of Ulgma, Merkelite. The lore-keepers of Ulgma do not worship your god. By word, perhaps not. By obeisance, perhaps not. But by your deeds to come, I think. Yes, you will be. Especially if I judge that those weapons you carry are intended to shed blood in the coming battles. If you have ever caused the death of another, you dwell in Merkel's shadow. Even in dying, you serve Merkel and strengthen his kingdom. Thus, his worshippers and followers are everywhere. The Iron Collar mercenary band said you were staying at the Weeping Widow Inn. Why are you here? I had a room at the inn. I did, but there are spirits there that shall not be silenced. No, and I am in need of rest. Go on. I heard a spirit weeping in the inn. Yes, in the room with the window. The window that was broken long ago. If I had a poetical bent, when night falls, she rises like the tide, and the tears flow from her wounded heart. But because I detest poetry, I will simply say that ghosts, more so than other spirits, are a tiresome bunch. They tend to dwell on things, yes, and howl on about it like dogs outside your window when you're trying to sleep. So did I leave the inn? Of course, for I could not remain. Why does she weep? Who knows? And if there is no gold to be had in knowing, why should one care? Heed me. Ghosts sob and carry on about omens and portents, but in truth they are only clamoring for attention so someone will respect their grief. Yes. Death does little for their manners or their etiquette. Well, how could we speak to her? But you and this woman stem from the same flesh. Come now. You know how one learns a woman's secrets. If you would know her heart, then go to her at night. Yes, nighttime is best, I think. Well, if you ever come to me at night, you'll be joining Old Lord Skull sooner than you think. Old Lord Skull always comes sooner than one thinks, yes. You are wise to say so. And I would ask you to forgive my words, yes. Okay. Let's see. So you said you traveled here with the Iron Collar mercenary band. Yes, we stem from Cormyr. I had to leave. Twice. Yeah, they made mention you were a grave robber. No, did they? They must have been drinking their way to Merkel's door. No, there is no thievery when the dead give permission. Oh, another hissing whisper. Be silent. Yes, permission to relieve them of their funeral trappings. What use have the dead for trinkets and baubles? Where is the harm in that? Robbery is robbery. As a priest of Merkel, I think you would be more respectful of the realm of the dead. Only a few of the restless dead cling to some object of importance to them, especially the greed-driven or those that hunger, such as the wights of the barrow and the tunneling ghouls. It is why their touch pains the living, yes, holds them fast. With the dead of these types, it is oftentimes better to barter with them than meet them with iron, no matter what its bent or enchantment. Do you know Fane? Ah, yes, Fane. We met him in Luskan. He serves other interests, but takes Targos' coin. He is Death's friend in this place. He hired us, Geoffrey, Kickshaw, and Blanchard, to escort him here, and we have done that. Now the rest suckle on Targos' breasts, drawing gold from goblin fear. Foolishness. Other interests? Oh, yes. Watch that one. He stays in the makeshift barracks just north of the town hall. If you speak to him, keep your sword close. His loyalties are peculiar ones. And yours aren't? To you, perhaps, yes. But to I wear my loyalty for all to see. I do not hide it, nor do I change it when gold is placed in my palm, like a sellsword does. Okay. Why were you even allowed within the city walls? Well, it's like, why'd they let you in here, bro? Your words are choked in cobwebs of ignorance. No. Inexperience only. And there is no harm in brushing such things away. Know that the dead must be silenced as they are laid to rest, yes. And care must be taken so that enemies cannot raise them up again to dance in the armies of our foe. And sometimes, yes, the dead must be spoken to one last time to yield their secrets before they are sunk beneath the ground. Every military commander knows this. And this Ulbric, this Lord Ulbric, is a clever man. He knows my value, and I carry his coin to prove it. Creepy! Okay, long enough. Okay, and we found the secret thing behind the fireplace. I don't think there's anything different. He's certainly an interesting character. I think it's a neat way to, like, portray this. And it helps to give some depth to the idea of Merkel, because, like, Merkel is an evil bastard. But...
Fabulous.
Like, there's more than one dimension to everything. So... At this rate, I might as well just do the whole rest of the upper part of town, but... Here, let's... go up here. And... anything? Ah, that's the one. Okay, anything here?
What now? No worries.
Doodly-doo. Locked. Not for long. I'm sorry if you can hear these noises in the background. My cat has found a bottle cap. Bro, are you good? Do you need, like, enrichment or something? It's like, nah, Dad, I got it. Oh, a masterwork dagger. Very nice.
What do you think? Action.
What time is it? Hour 11.
In a heartbeat.
Okay, let's... Okay. What can you tell us about the ghost? Same story. Okay. Why didn't you mention this at the start? Blah, blah, blah. Any work? You have a free room. Let's see. I wanted to... So I'm in need of rest first. Okay. That's fine. Now that should be, yes, hour 19.
Definitive.
This window looks like it was shattered long ago and only a half-hearted attempt has been made to repair it. Uh-huh. May not rest at this time. Well, what else am I supposed to do?
Give me a target. Right.
There we go.
I'm here. I'm off.
She didn't make it down the stairs.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Bro. Can you let me... I should put us... There we go.
Great.
Now she's here.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Vera. Where are you, my love? Who is this my weeping eyes see? Not my Donovan, but a woman of flesh and bone. So yes, a cleric I think can just banish her, maybe, or at least try. I don't remember if that makes her hostile and you have to fight her, or if you're able to just do it because you have turned undead. I'm not this Donovan you speak of, spirit. Who are you that haunts this place? In life, Vera was the name I bore. Such empty names mean nothing now. It carried worth only upon my husband's lips. So why are you weeping? Sorrow consumes me. My tears are for my lost husband, who promised once to return, yet I wait still. Okay. Cannot help you. If I can, I will return. Let me see if you actually can do this. Please no, my husband, forgive me. I cannot prevent. Cannot. Be gone, spirit, I command you. Boom. You have exorcised her from the inn. So there we go. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, so now I'll load it, because I actually want to solve the quest. I think you get more experience for doing so. You definitely get better rewards.
I just kind of winged it.
Okay. So, she seems to be waiting for her husband. Do you know who that might be? A fisherman, name of Donovan, I think. A little thick in the skull, but a solid enough fellow. Big-hearted. Spent most of his nights down at the Salty Dog. Lost himself in a storm on Mare Dwalden. Drowned himself, most like. I see, so his body never turned up? Oh, no, not that I heard. By most reckoning, he drowned. Probably had one too many tankards, and with the rough weather on the lake during the storms, you can guess what happened. What about his ship? Well, there's wrecks scattered across the bed of Mare Dwalden. Pieces of them wash up now and again. If you knew the name of the ship, may have a piece turned up somewhere? And who would know the name of the ship? Gohar, the barkeep down at the Salty Dog, would most like know the name. Yeah, has enough pieces of ships hanging from the rafters of the dog, he does. Okay. We've got our info.
Immediately.
To the Salty Dog. To the Salty Dog. And a Gohar.
Yes. My pleasure.
Okay. So, do you know anything about a fisherman named Donovan? Calhyrd told me he used to drink here. Oh, Calhyrd said that, did he? I remember Donovan. He died years ago, lost on Mare Dwalden, so you'll have no luck finding him now. How do you know he's dead? Found his skiff washed up on a shore, is how I know. Found it a few winters ago. Poor Donovan. Good fellow, but couldn't hold his ale. He wasn't too sharp, neither. So you have a piece of his boat? Could I have it? Well, I have it laying around here, about as pickled as Donovan himself. If you want it, it's yours. It's the least I can do after you drove those ratty goblin bastards off the docks. Appreciate it, thank you. Here you are, Vera's gaze, right there on the prow. Name of his poor wife, I think. Heard she passed away from grief, so the tale goes. So there we go. The ship's prow. Prow of a small fishing vessel carved into the shape of a woman gazing out ahead of her. Looks many years old, and the stinging, briny smell of Mare Dwalden still clings to it. Inscribed beneath the prow is the name Vera's Gaze.
Yeah. In the heartbeat.
And all we need to do is... Take this back upstairs. And this should level us up, which means that this is where we're going to be wrapping this stream. I'm having so much fun, though. You can tell I already ran way over what I would normally play. Tend to go about 2 hours, but... And I could have done this a lot quicker if we hadn't gone over and explored some of the rest of the town, but... No reason to rush things, especially not when you're having a good time. And I hope y'all are having a good time. Thank you again for these characters. I'm having a blast. Let's see. Okay. He doesn't say anything else right now. Sleepy dogs.
Action.
I'm here. Yes.
Alright, from one spirit to another, She-Shanty calls to ye. I found a piece of Donovan's ship, Vera. I hope that knowledge of his fate may bring you peace. So death has returned to death. A husband's promise at last fulfilled. His fate shall anchor mine. No longer. Indeed. Rest now, Vera. Let yourself move on to death's realm, as was intended. First, a debt must be settled. As you return my husband to me, I will return a boon in kind. A boon, you say? From my lips, a warning to you. The sign of the Chimera comes to Targos. It will devour you if you do not take action. Chimera? What do you mean? If you fail in your quest, many shall perish. The dead of Targos shall outnumber the living, and this city shall become but a memory. For my sake, for the sake of my husband, protect Targos from what comes, or more widows' tears shall be shed. Very well, we shall take your words to heart. Long have I waited for my husband's return. I will help you by keeping watch here until such time as I can pay my debt in full. If we can find a way for you to aid us, we will return.
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
You want me? Whatever you say.
Have I thought about increasing the normal stream duration? Yeah, I've got no problem with going longer than the usual 2 hours. It's just typically that's what I set aside for myself because that's the amount of time that I have that I can spend on it. But, you know, when I'm having a blast, I certainly don't mind going longer. And I know, thank y'all who already follow and subscribe, of course, and those of y'all in the future, who watch on YouTube, you have made it clear that you don't mind watching long-form videos. So I know to a lot of folks there's not a huge difference between, like, a 3-hour video and a 2-hour video. And I would love to stream for longer and also more often. It just, you know, I only have so much time. If this paid the bills, which, you know, fingers crossed, you never know what might happen one day, then I would probably stream a lot more. Let's see. Oh, we put that woman's spirit at ease. You shouldn't hear any more weeping from now on. The YouTube meta, yeah. Me too. Nay, truly, a bringer of miracles, Yar, and blessed I am for your efforts. Thank you, friend. Thank you greatly. Uh-huh. Well, we had advice about this, right? We were told not to do anything for him for free. Your thanks is worth its weight in gold, if you understand my meaning. Well... Now, can you really put a price on a soul's peace and an innkeeper's thanks? It's the doing of good works that brings you the biggest payoff at the end of the road, so it does. That's a fine sentiment, but gold is the language I speak. Well, then here you are. All my purse can spare, friend, and thanks again for your help. There we go. Look at that. And how much money did we get? 819. Oh, he gave us 50 gold. And these 2 gems. And let me double check real quick.
Yes, I see.
I want to see... I can't remember what happens.
Yeah. I didn't think about what was going to happen, truthfully. I just kind of... Fabulous.
Let me see over here. Well, quick save it again.
I'm here. Right.
I can't remember what happens if you tell him no thanks are necessary. Do you get more XP, maybe? Oh, yeah, this might be... I shall speak well of ye, I shall. Everyone in Targos will soon know how much you've helped me. Thank you again, friend. A helpful hand in these difficult times is worth its weight in gold. Okay, I think you get the same amount of XP, but I think maybe what happens is you get like a discount at the shops or something? Maybe? Not 100% sure. Either way, it's not that much difference of reward anyway, so... let's see. Oh, look at that. She needs 13 points. 13 points to level up. Come on now. Come on.
Fabulous.
We can do better than that. Yeah, or her reputation as a sucker. Who knows?
Action.
See, I feel like maybe... If we go back and talk to Colum, he says something about the ghost. The ghost? The haint, if you will. Haint nothing to it.
Yeah. Great. Really.
Let's see. What's a goblin doing? Right. Right, okay, we had all this conversation. Let me see. Questions? Can you tell us anything? Okay, so he doesn't say anything else. That's alright.
In a heartbeat.
Awesome. So we have a leveled up. Boom. So, let's see. A level in barbarian, right? We get 2 skill points. How should we put those in? She's got ranks in intimidate. She doesn't really have anything else. So, okay, that's a cross-class skill, though. Well, we can save our skill points, if I recall. She doesn't really have anything else to spend them on, so... I'll just do Intimidate. Level up. Bard. She's got 6, so let's do Knowledge Arcana, Concentration, Diplomacy, Bluff, Alchemy, and a Spellcraft. Ah, now she gets spells. Okay, we're going to take Cure Light Wounds. And, let's see, we've got Shortening, Jump, Perception Filter. Some of these are new. Reflect Attack, True Strike, Spook. Let's see, these are... So, Identify Creature, we know. Reflect Attack. Next instance of physical damage the caster would receive is reflected back instead of damaging them instead, including any on-hit effects. Shortening reduces the remaining duration of magical effects on the target. Jump. I don't think that was originally in the vanilla game. Allows you to, increases your jump distance. Gains the jump ability usable at will, and you can jump to a target point up to 20 feet away, and you're immune to falling damage from all sources. Oh, right, this is basically like a teleport. And Perception Filter. You attract less notice without actually being invisible. Enemies will ignore you, as long as there's someone else they can target instead. If there are no other allies, then they will notice you and attack you. Ooh. Tempting, but I think let's go with I don't know. Perception Filter's pretty good. There's Dimension Door as well. Point can be outside the caster's visual range, but must be a location the party has seen. Goodness gracious. Well, we need Identify. I want Cure Light Wounds, but also Cure Light Wounds is Although thankfully they do add +1 per caster level here, so it's up to 1d8 plus 30, thankfully. Is the Dead 3 dead at this point? I don't think so in this game, no, because of the year when it takes place. Because that happens in the Time of Troubles, which is what? It's like 1460 something? I think, or 1450 something? I don't remember exactly when the Gods' War happens. I know it's before 1472 because that's the default start date for 3rd edition Forgotten Realms. So I know it's pre that, but I don't remember if it's like the 1440s or 1450s. Thank you. Okay, 1358 to 9? Oh, I thought it was 14 something. Oh no, and maybe it's, I'm thinking 1372, not 1472. So yeah, that makes more sense, because I know it's like right before 3rd edition starts. Yeah, 14 is the 4th edition bullshit that we will not speak of. So Dimension Door, I think, makes a lot of sense. Perception Filter also would be very in character, but she's also supposed to be our sage, so we can come back to that. We'll do Identify. Darkstone is getting a level in Sorcerer, this we know. So he needs Concentration and Spellcraft. What's he gonna take? He's a Controller. Death Watch? You learn how close other creatures are to death. Show the enemy's current and maximum hit points. That's not bad. Simple Summoning. Oh, the target's instantly teleported to the caster's side. Could be used to rescue an ally or to transport an enemy into a vulnerable position. That's not bad. And Reflect Attack, True Strike, Shield, Minor Drain, of course. Color Spray is not bad, because that's an AoE that's unconscious, blinded, or stunned. Which can all be very good. No, I like that Simple Summoning. I think let's do that. So, yeah, they have there actually was a hardback book that was published, a splat book that was called The Grand History of the Realms. I think it was one of the very last 3.5 books that was published right before 4E came out, or right as they were transitioning to 4E, because that's the one where they put a date on when Cyric murdered Mystra again. Because you know how they are with the Forgotten Realms, the devs over at Hasbro, is if you can't come up with a better idea, kill Mystra. That always works. People love it. Okay, so level in Ranger, Animal Empathy, Wilderness Lore, Move Silently, and Hide. I think that's good. Okay, good. Now here's the question. I'm going to ask y'all who are here right now, and this is how we're going to end the video. You get to decide. So we talked about whether or not Trappy here was going to multi-class, and he's got a really good wisdom score as well as a really good dexterity score. We kind of built him for this. So do you want him to gain a level in Rogue, 1 to 6 hit points, and then what's going to happen is his sneak attack will level up at every odd numbered level, right? 2nd level he gets evasion, and then later on you can see, 3rd level he gets uncanny dodge, 6th level he gets improved uncanny dodge, blah blah blah. Or a level in Monk. Monk means he can't really wear armor anymore, but he gets a bunch of extra attacks when he's unarmed, and they deal more damage. Things like daggers and throwing daggers, they have very few penalties, they still get extra attacks. Key Strike later on at level 5, natural armor class starts to go up, and right here, when not wearing armor, although robes are acceptable, they add their wisdom bonus to their AC as well as their dex bonus. So, and they get stunning attacks, right? They get evasion. I think he gets that right off, so he will, if we take a level in Monk, he would still get evasion immediately, and then later on he gets deflect arrows, increased fast movement, still mind. He gets loads of stuff as a monk. Now, the difference here is instead of becoming a 20th level rogue or 20th level monk, he would wind up probably being like an 8th or 9th level of each. So you're thinking monk? You want a multi-class? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you kind of have to. Now, it's possible we talked about, like, She-Shanty could have taken Disable Device and stuff, and, like, Pickpocket, because she's a bard. But rogues do it better, for the most part. So, but we did talk about multi-classing. We even picked a character portrait for him where he doesn't have too many visible weapons, and he's not wearing any armor, so... Does that sound good? Does anybody have any protest? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? My cat has the bottle cap again. Bro, what are you doing? Alright. Rogue monk. Now we just have to pick which one he's going to become. He can't be a monk of the dark moon. Monk of the broken ones, they venerate Ilmater, the god of suffering, so they get lay on hands like a paladin and they can heal. Let's see. They gain damage resistance to physical damage. Monks of the Old Order, this is kind of the default one. Add their wisdom bonus again to the DC of stunning attack, and then at 18th level, they add their wisdom bonus again to the DC of quivering palm. So this makes him a little more versatile. He's got some backup healing. But this one makes his stunning attack way better. That probably makes more sense since he's a rogue, and I think he's... What, is he chaotic neutral? Neutral evil? Let's see, what is he? He's neutral good. Oh, okay. He's actually neutral good. So that could make sense. He could be a healer. Yeah, that's true. The bard can backup heal. And later on, I think the ranger might get cure light wounds as well. So... But yeah, I'm thinking because he's a rogue already, maybe increase that stunning attack. Even though having another healer in the party is never a bad idea. But I think this is going to be better. Let's do it then. Alright, now he's got new skills as well. We're still going to put a rank in... Let's see. See, this is the downside, is this slows down his ranks in Disable Device and stuff because now they're cross-class at monk levels. But then at rogue levels, we can dump additional points. So let's see. Move silently and hide. We can still put points in. Let's do hide. And that way we don't have to spend points on these when we level up in rogue, and we can put everything into Disable Device, Open Lock, and Pickpocket in order to keep up. There we go. Monk Wisdom bonus plus 0 to AC. And that's because he's wearing this. So watch this. His AC is 17 with this on. If we take it off, it goes up to 19. Because he's now unarmed. Plus 4 because of his wisdom. I love that. Very silly. Okay, cool. That does mean that we will have to kind of change around some of what he's got going on over here. Because his unarmed strike might be better. He's 1d6 plus 2? See, if we just take this off, and he's got a fist, that becomes 1d6 plus 2. Same crit level 3-day. Okay, so right now the short sword is actually just as good, if not better. So we'll leave him with the short sword for now. Hang on to this masterwork dagger too, but now we can sell this armor because he no longer needs to wear any. In fact, it's a bad idea. But if we find robes, magical robes of protection, we have someone else who can benefit from them as long as they are not mage only. In which case, Darkstone can wear them. But he's wearing armor. So most of our magic robes are probably going to go on Trappy, actually, which is kind of a neat idea. So that's where we will leave it. I'm going to save over here. And yeah. This has been a lot of fun. I hope that you've had fun as well. If you did, consider sticking around if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Or you can follow for free, of course. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. Thank you so much for making it to the end, whether it's the live stream and you're still here now and you've spent all this time with me. I'm definitely grateful for the privilege of your time. Or if you're watching on YouTube and you watch the whole thing, then, like, dang. Good job. I really appreciate it. And if you had enough fun to stick around that whole time, then you might also want to follow over on Patreon. You can do that for free if you don't feel like pledging or becoming a YouTube channel member, and you can still get news and updates before anybody else. We do all kinds of fun stuff over there on the Patreon. I am gonna reform these guys, and we'll be back next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the US. They're all in formation. Cher's gonna level up then. She's 13 points away. And we will be exploring the rest of Targos, doing some more side quests. We'll fix this crane, we'll meet Thane the Wizard, we'll meet Lord Ulbrich and Elithara, his wife. We'll do some other cool stuff, get some good equipment. And we will see exactly where our adventures take us from here in Targos going on. I am excited. I am in love with these characters. Thank y'all yet again for another great, memorable party. This is going to continue to be a blast. I am absolutely sure of it. As much fun as it's been already. Dang. So come back on Monday. We got a new series starting up. Specific Pixel and I have a new husband play going. Since we finished Mystic Heroes last time, that was kind of a one-shot. He's picked out the new remake of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door on the Switch, because I have played a little Thousand Year Door, but very little, and it's years ago, and it was the original version, not the remake. So I liked the first Paper Mario so much when he picked it out for me. He's going to have me play the next one too, and I'm very much looking forward to bringing you that. And on Thursday, we are starting a new series as well on that set of streams. We're starting Legend of Kyrandia 2 because we finished our Pokemon Crystal Challenge run. So I love the first Kyrandia. It's been a little while since we had a proper point-and-click adventure game. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm told it's the best one in the series, so I'm very much looking forward to it. And the following Monday, that's the 15th, I will have more Wasteland 2 for y'all.
As for the whole year?
Yes, if I decide that's what we're going to do. I'll have more Wasteland 2 for y'all as Dynamite and the rest of the squad continue their adventures in the Arizona wastelands. We've got some cool stuff coming up there. Thank you all again. I appreciate you spending this time with me and with our new party, and I will catch you.
The seasons will change if we wait here any longer.
Shut up, Rowsdower. I'm getting there. I am trying to end it. Stop interrupting me. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll catch you in the next one. And until then, as always, thanks for playing.
I'm glad I was born into this beautiful world so I could stand around and be bored.